I need to switch this to this. Can you hear through your headphones?
Yes.
Now? There we go. We're live. Zero Entity is first cab off the rank. Katherine comes in a very, very close second. Who's going to be third? Michael Sava. We got a yo-yo. We got a yo-yo-yo. Can we get a yo-yo-yo-yo?
We better.
The next person had better answer with yo-yo-yo-yo. And it can't be anyone that's messaged already. Can't be Zero. Can't be Katherine. Can't be Michael. It's going to be a new person.
Quite a bloke, yo, times 4.
That doesn't feel committed to me. Cozy Bug, thank you for the sub. That doesn't feel... I'm going to say it. That feels half-hearted. Twisty's in. Yo, 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 yo. Twisty got in first. Sorry, Max. Sorry, Hot Wheels. It's a lazy yo. You're right, Kate. For Quiet Bloke, we're always a big supporter of you. You've always been a huge supporter of us. I'm going to call you out. You dropped the ball there, my friend. You dropped the ball there. Let's start the There we go.
Very impressive. You managed to get a tweet in.
I managed to squeeze the tweet out. I was looking for my Steam deck, you know, the button thing.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I haven't used that for months. Exciting stuff tonight, Katherine, that I've not even told you about.
Oh.
I've got something planned that I think is going to... Right, which at first glance, you, being a snob, you're going to turn your nose up at. However... I genuinely think this is going to be the thing that takes this show to the next level.
We're not doing taste tests, are we?
We are not doing taste tests.
All right.
This, I don't think... It's Pledge Week, by the way. Thank you, Sarah. I should put the dono bar up there, shouldn't I? I don't think this has ever been done on... It's certainly never been done on Twitch.
Which makes me wonder why, but could proceed.
Because people haven't thought of it.
Right.
We're
not hot tubbing, are we?
We're not hot tubbing. That's been done today.
We're going to do the AI thing where you go, cherries,
What's
yummy. That? Oh my God, it's all over
What's that?
TikTok at the moment.
Tell me about that.
Well, they pretend to be NPCs, don't they? Non-playing characters. Non-player characters.
That's better. Yeah, well done.
And they do this.
Yeah.
And it's all kinds of people. I mean, it's the classic gamer girl babes with their cat ears, but it's also just blokes sometimes.
Yeah.
And they do this, and they go, donuts, thank you for the roses, and then they go, oh, chili, spicy, and they do that, and people are donating things on TikTok to them. They make a lot of money.
We're not doing that.
Good, because I don't like that.
It's Dono
I find
Week.
It creepy.
It's Dono Week. 2 free shows this week. Tonight now, 7 o'clock. It's here. It's happening. Tomorrow night, for S's and G's, we are going to be doing a radio show on Twitch, 9 p.m. until midnight.
Yeah.
Until we run out of steam. Probably about 9:30. So it's going to be the only show on Twitch without any pictures.
A little windy pop squeezed out there.
Yep. Mick says, can you put the Dono link up? It's there.
Thank you, Mick.
Katherine done it already. It's Pledge Week. And I don't want to blow my own trumpet.
Mostly because you don't have one.
But boy, oh boy, we lost a lot of Patreons this month. I've been looking at the stats. We lost a lot of Patreons this month. We got some new ones. It's great to have you on board. But we lost a lot of Patreons. That's okay. It's the summer holidays.
Cost of living as well.
The C of the L is really pushing things. If you've stuck with us, thank you. Is it patchy for anyone else? I had someone say that Twitch was a little bit to cock this evening, which would be a shame because I am going to be doing this thing later on, which you're going to turn your nose up at. But as it progresses, you're going to go, oh, that was actually...
I wish you'd run these things by me.
No.
Because it can only end... I'm going to say it can only end badly.
I think it can end with... what the hell is... What?
What's going on now?
Why have they changed... God, they've changed the alerts on... So, thank you, Coded Raving.
Welcome Harry at 29082008 who says currently signing up to your Patreon.
Yes, mate, get in there because we lost a lot of people this month. David says we lost some Patreon money too. I did read somewhere that there's been an issue with Patreon this month, and a lot of creatives. Could you just bash that spider web there, the cobweb?
Oh, but they've spent so much time building it.
F them. No, it's hanging between the screen and the
there,
wall.
Yes, I thought it was on the light, but you're
Here we go. Use my phone to give you a little bit of
Sorry.
extra length.
Okay, no, my arm is long enough.
A lot of Patreons have lost.
Oh, it's still there floating.
But anyway, the new Mick Hughes, 20 quid. Thank you, mate.
Thank you, Mick.
Thank you. They've changed the little bar I'm looking at with updates. Oh, you're having a dig at me. All right. They've changed the updates that I'm seeing here. So Gatford has signed up to Tier 1 with money. Zero Entity Prime, Hunty 571 Prime, Zermatt Prime, Cozy Bug Prime. But they've made it look, I'm going to say it, shite.
It does look very old-fashioned, don't it?
Someone has asked for a shout-out. Oh, boy, you can have a shout-out.
Big up
2 quid.
yourself. What? Oh, yeah.
2 quid. Oh, now I feel bad. Quiet Bloke has tipped £20 and has finally got the yo, let's get that ball rolling.
We'll allow it.
I love you, Quiet Bloke.
Thank you.
I love you. It's Pledge Week, so donate, don't donate, whatever. No, I didn't mean to be so dismissive. Donate. So if you want a shout out, it's a £5. Yeah? Shout out for a £5?
Yeah, I mean, you pay more for a cameo.
Oh, yeah, shout out for a £5. Matty Stevo, you're a dirty boy.
Matty Stevo.
Let's go.
Got busted this
Let's
week.
go straight to the Jack FM Facebook page. One of my favourite pages on the entire internet.
Now that you no longer work there.
Now that I no longer work there. Their radars are up again. I'm taking that as a personal success. So let me make sure you can't see anything I don't want you to see. So the Jack FM Facebook page. What are your favourite 3 words to hear? Child-free wedding. I already paid. Let Matt and Andrea know below.
And before we do this is absolutely no shade to Matt and or Andrea.
But it's a crap phone-in.
But no one looks at these pages, right? So people write all kinds on there, and it's a terrible business.
Fancy another one, says Jamie Hatwell. Want another drink, says Simon Walker. Lou Sainer says, fill my arsehole. Okay.
Wow.
Now I can't access. How do we get into this one? What's your favourite festival food? Matt Richardson. I don't know how you see the comments here. Newest. Matty Stevo, or someone called Matthew Stevenson says.
Seems a lot like Matty.
Kath, would you like to read that? A lot of people like. Okay, eating ass behind the trash bins. Matty Stevo says, I was hacked.
Yeah. The one that you can't see was the one that, we found absolutely appalling, didn't we? We did not laugh for ages about it.
Oh, I think I can find that.
It was Lucanus again.
Was it about the best job?
No, it was about best thing to eat at a festival.
That one's been taken down.
Oh, it did say hippie clunge.
That one's been taken down. They
Right,
do
so
sometimes.
There is.
No, it's still there. It's
Okay.
still there. Hippie clunge. You just got to know what to look for. Now, there was one about best job. Let's see if we can find. Honestly, this is the wildest Facebook page. Best job. Where is it?
Matty Stevo is not denying it was him. I don't even drink. That makes it worse, says Matty.
Here we go. Morning, Matt here. Look, and by the way, Matt is great. I'm not knocking Matt in any way whatsoever. Looking for the listener with the weirdest job. What do you do? Dom Jolly, Jack FM presenter. I guess that's cute. I like that. I like Dom. Lucanus, professional pussy destroyer.
Now, obviously, that's not been there for very long because surely the moderator would take that down. There must be someone dedicated to patrolling this particular page, right? 4
weeks. Guys, do me a favour. Go on there. Go on there and have a wild time. Enjoy it. Think of your favourite 3 words and go and have a little post there and just enjoy yourselves.
There's Rob Najako, who, or is it Najako? I'm not sure how you pronounce it, Rob. I've never said your surname. That's Valerie's, Rob. We were just talking about you.
We were just talking about you because I was watching. So I've been listening to this very niche podcast, the Coco Show. It's about the computer, the TRS-80, which was the American version of the Dragon 32. So niche. I love it though, and I've listened to 45 episodes of it back to back. I had never seen what those gentlemen looked like, and then I found them tonight on Twitch, and it was lovely to see it. I really want to catch one of their live streams.
So I was listening from the kitchen, and he said, "Oh gosh, that's what they look like." I'd never guessed it, and I came in, popped my head around the door, and went, "Yep, look like Rob." You're obviously much more handsome, Rob, but they're from the same factory as you.
Amigos Retro Gaming. Let's have a little. We can close that now. Let's have a little look at Amigos Retro Gaming. I love these guys so much.
Missing things.
Guy on the right is Metal Rob.
Imagine this guy talking about Dragon 32 and ZX Spectrum games. It's so... Honestly, they are so good. They do 3 podcasts. The Coco Show, they do one about the Amiga, and they do one about the ZX Spectrum.
And fun or hilarious.
Yeah, I hate that.
I'm like, why are you here? Just get out of here. That's one thing I like about the camp. There's no internet. There's no telephone signal. There's no nothing. So you're looking at that screen or you're just looking off into space.
They're so good. If you want to go and have a little look at them. Honestly, I love their podcast in a completely non-ironic way whatsoever. I genuinely love it. My boys find it hilarious because they just go, this is so boring. I absolutely love it. Back to Jack FM. Yes, it has been sold. Who has it been sold to? Is it Bauer?
Bauer, yeah.
Been sold to Bauer. And it turns out it was a money making. You called it pretty much from week 1. I was a little bit more trusting that we were making something. We were actually there to make something, and I put my heart and soul into it. And I didn't really notice that 3/4 of the sales team left. Then they got in 3 people for like 2 weeks, and they had to let them go again. Then they got rid of my producer, Will, and they got rid of bum.
It was exactly the same pattern, Ian, as what happened with Talk, right?
Yep.
We went to Talk Radio. We had fun because it was completely off the radar. Turns out because no one really cared what we were doing. We were just keeping the needle wagging, ready for them to sell it. And that's exactly what happened there.
Do you know what? I think when Talk Radio initially launched, I think they did believe in it. I think it was going to be a thing. I think it was...
Oh, yeah, because there was advertising to start with, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think it was a real thing. I think quite quickly into it became we're going to sell it. But Jack FM, they were stripping everything so that the CEOs could get the most money in their back pockets as legally and legitimately as possible. That one of the CEOs was a guy, Clive Dickens. He took over from David Lloyd at Virgin and was there when it changed to Absolute. I remember I was not in a great position when he was seeing all the presenters one by one. I was quite far down the list, so I was on the last ones. And he called me and said, "Ian, I just don't get your show. Can you explain it to me?"
The death knell.
And I thought, aha. I lasted a lot longer than I was expecting to after that. But he was also the one when British Gas flooded my flat, or flooded the flat downstairs, and I called them out. And I was off to interview Bruce Willis, and I was kind of live tweeting British Gas being absolutely shite with me. And I said, I'm tempted to say to this person on the phone, yippee-ki-yay, mother effer.
Right.
Didn't put the full word, because I was going to go and see Bruce Willis. Clive Dickens phoned me up. "What the hell are you doing?" I said, well, why are you saying MF to that? I said, well, because they flooded the flat below. "Well, you know they sponsor Christian O'Connell's show." I said, I didn't know that. And he could not believe that I didn't know. He said, "Yes, you do." I said, "No, I don't. I don't listen. You don't know who sponsors The Breakfast Show." I said, "No, I don't." Got suspended for a week because British Gas were crap, ruined my boiler and flooded the flat downstairs while I was away. Got suspended. That was Clive Dickens. And he's the one, I kind of knew I was going to get let go. And I had a friend who worked there. He's now quite up, a guy called Paul Sylvester. And I kept saying, Paul, I'm worried I'm going to be let go. He said, Iain, don't worry. You're not going to be let go. I was like, okay. And then he said, tell you what, why don't you meet me at Bob Ricard, which is the bar next door, before your show? I went, oh, okay. So I met Paul there, and we walked into a booth, and Clive was there. And I was like,
oh, an ambush.
I'm never going to be on the air again at that radio station. And he sat down and he said, we're going to let you go. And I was really upset. And I said, okay. And here's the classy thing I did. I shook his hand and said, thank you for the opportunity. Classy, right? Then he proceeded to spend the next 20 minutes telling me how much they'd spent on getting Frank, what's his name? Frank Skinner in, and how they were putting everything behind him. And I'm sat there thinking, I don't give a shit about your station anymore. Could not care less. Anyway, so Jack FM has been stripped of its assets and sold off. You called it early on. I picked it up kind of a bit later, but it was clearly that was going to happen. Matty remembers the night I got let go when I tuned it at 11 p.m. that night. It was a terrible time. Did they offer me the chance to go in? I know at Talk I was given the opportunity to phone up Denny Morris and beg to be let on one more time. I had to convince him he could trust me. And I said to my agent, Nick, I said, you know what? If after 4 years of getting those listener figures up and winning those awards, he doesn't trust me, Nick, would you tell him to go and F himself? I'm not going to beg to be let back on. I think I was presented with the opportunity to go back on. I just didn't want to do it. I phoned up Eloise because she'd been told simultaneously. We had a nice little crack. Anyway.
I had a little chat with Eloise today.
I saw on Twitter you had a nice little chat with her. I like Eloise.
Yeah, I do too. She's lovely. So they're doing really well at her station, and everyone's being treated beautifully.
There you go. That's rare. So that's Radio Talk. I'm not quite sure why we're talking about radio. Let's open up Skype. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. We are the only phone-in show on Twitch. And if anybody says otherwise, they're lying.
I just saw Haxel House taking the wife to see Barbie tomorrow. She was shocked. I wanted to see it. Katherine, you sold it to me. Iain's seen it too now. This guy.
I thought it was good. I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
I've not really... I've seen Mission Impossible. I've seen Oppenheimer. And I've seen Barbie. Barbie was the best. Oppenheimer was my least favourite. Sorry, fewest favourite. There's the Mission Impossible was fun. The bit on the train.
But it was half a film, right?
It's one of those. They do this now. It's like part one. So I just tell a story.
Don't do that. I can't commit to 2 films. One is a push.
But the bit on the train is all I'm going to say. The last 5 minutes of the bit on the train I thought were wonderful. I really enjoyed that. Barbie. Yeah, I thought it was good. I've come away. I feel a little bit like I've eaten an empty chocolate.
Oh, maybe I bigged it up too much. It hit home with me. I really enjoyed it. No, you
didn't big it up too much. I think the world has bigged it up too much. And I'm not, and I don't want to piss on your flowers.
You can't. You can't.
Yeah, it didn't. I thought it was good. I watched The Flash yesterday. Dear God, that's awful. That's awful. Why are the special effects in The Flash so bad? Like, just the worst. Because I'd seen some bits of it online, and I thought, oh, well, that's obviously that's the work. That's not the finished thing.
Oh right, yeah, work in progress.
It was the finished thing. The special effects were awful, absolutely awful. So that was disappointing. I finished Hijack. Elba makes everything worse. I'm not saying the actor Idris Elba makes everything worse in everything he's in. It's one
of those films where you just go, just stop doing anything.
Just stop doing it. Just stop doing it. So I've not really been impressed by anything. But that may be me. I mean, I'm really anxious today. Really anxious. I've got a hot water bottle for my back, which is doing the trick nicely, thank you. Sketty says The Flash was awesome. The special effects, you have to admit, they were awful. It's out there that they have, is a multiverse thing, and they have lots of different Supermen, right? But the faces of the Supermen, it was like it was done on an Amiga in 1996. It was like a PlayStation cutscene. You're absolutely right. It looked... Sketty says, I do not agree. Well, you're wrong. All right, I'll tell you what.
Oh, God, what's happening now?
We're going to find it. We're going to find a bit.
You're going to demonstrate.
The Flash special effects. There we go. We're going to find a bit. Here we go. Right, let's get this up and running. These are on YouTube, so they can't be spoilers. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
She's been looking
This
for
isn't the Flash. This is an
isn't
advert.
the Flash. This is the advert. I wore a pink shirt when I went to see the Flash. No, I watched the Flash on Hooky TV. Of course I did, but I did wear a pink shirt. How is
see
the
Barbie.
consulting going? Huh? I'm not a consultant.
Counselling, do you mean?
Uh,
Have you been spell checked?
I can call in and talk about multiverse if you want. Yeah, you can do that. Okay, look at these special effects, right?
Oh,
Hang on, that's not a special effect. These aren't special effects. That is crap, right? That is crap. That is crap. Look at that, look at that.
it's Sims 3.
Look at that. Sketty, you're telling me that's good. You're telling me that is good. Is that what you're saying? That is good. Come on, man. Come on. Okay, let's see some more. That's good, is it? I could do a better drawing than that. Good evening, Dave.
Dave, the dog-faced boy.
Good
Dave the
evening.
Rave.
Now there was a piece on Komodo Mayo recently about special effects and why the major studios aren't giving the effects guys enough time or money to do
Yeah.
what they want. So unless they're prepared to pay for it, you're getting shit like that. And it's the next sort of after the after the writers and the actors have done their bit, then they reckon it's the next thing where people are just going to go, no, we're not going to work under these conditions. You don't give us enough time or money to do it. So
I've got a really good idea.
you.
Why don't they do films that don't require special effects and just have like a really good story rather than trying to duplicate films that have gone before and hoping that those little cameos will make you trick you into thinking that you've seen something fulfilling?
yeah, there is a film out at the moment that had no visual effects in it, but all practical effects.
Sketty says, I'm saying it is not just good, it's excellent. I'm talking specifically,
rubbish.
Stacey, about the special effects. The special effects is great because it's an effect and it's a special effect in itself.
SFX, yeah.
It's
Not
not
so
the S,
special
the
effects.
FX.
The FX.
Stacey, I'm talking specifically about the special effects. You're saying they're excellent, are you?
Why are you so angry with him?
'Cause
He
he's
just
really
feels differently
annoying me.
about a film. Maybe he enjoyed it. Stop trying to deconstruct it for him. He liked it.
I haven't
Now, there's
seen
a
it.
discussion about whether Ezra Miller is a wrong un. Shite, you talk utter bollocks.
Who are you talking to now?
Shitehawk, you talk. I'm calling it out now. Do you know what? I'm done. You talk utter bollocks. The special effects specifically are brilliant. Stacey's getting a timeout. Getting
Why,
a timeout.
just for
No,
antagonising
for being
you?
an absolute knob.
Wow.
Getting right on my
Sorry.
nerves. Getting right on my words. And I nearly clicked ban then.
Sorry, Stacey.
You nearly got banned.
He's on one today.
Yeah. David.
Lucanus is in the chat.
That's not the real Lucanus. Someone's made that up. I do not believe that for a second. The Flash is actually quite highbrow compared to... Gatford, why did you remove the timeout on Stacey? Right, well, Gatford's getting unmodded.
Wow.
This is, I mean...
Wow, you will not tolerate any kind of...
What's his name? Gatford _1.
won't tolerate any kind of nonsense today, will you?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
And the definition of nonsense has expanded somewhat to be whatever annoys Iain.
Yep.
So watch out, everyone.
I want to talk about what happened to Katherine this week.
Oh my God! Yes, my dreams came true. My dreams came true. So ages ago, I tweeted. I think it was on her birthday. I tweeted about Linda Carter because I believe in, as the Americans say, giving people their flowers while they're alive. Right, so tell people that you admire them.
There's some question about who's your favourite superhero. wasn't it?
Something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
and she was always the one. She was the only one, really, wasn't she? When I was growing up, the only female superhero, and it was her, Princess Leia. But she was the one, right? When I was a little girl, about 4, I was having trouble to getting my 25 metres badge. Kept putting my foot down in the middle of it and not getting that certificate. And my mum bribed me with a Wonder Woman outfit. I still remember it, that golden prize being dangled in front of me. And that's how I did it. And, you know, for a long time, you know, up till I was about 11, she was like, oh, what would Wonder Woman do? What would Wonder Woman do? In the epitome, right? So I sort of put that down. She tweeted me back. And also, she followed me.
There we go.
So if I've got a special kind of glow about me today and forevermore, that's why. What a woman.
Yeah, I was the same. Ronnie Spector retweeted me and replied to. I went, yeah. It's
I actually cried,
film.
Dave. I actually cried.
No, it's a great thing.
Yeah.
It's great to see it.
She's wonderful.
Yeah,
Well.
Twitter's not all X.
For the most part, though, Dave, I've got to say I can't be arsed with it anymore. Can you?
Yeah, because I chat about anything, but anything serious really on there. You know, pictures of dogs and crap puns. That's all I do. I try and steer clear. And also, obviously, you know, as a straight white male, it's so much easier than. You know, I have an easy time on there. I do block a lot of people. You know, I'm not shy on doing that at all. But,
I'm very partial to a mute. If someone is just repeatedly annoying,
yeah,
bye.
Yeah. I've got no time for that. You know, it's just like and I see the wrong things about it. And Elon Musk is an utter twat, but. You know, so Zuckerberg and so, you know, sort of on the same level. It is what it is, and if you don't enjoy it, get the hell out. But until I stop enjoying it, you know, it's fine. But
I've taken the app off my phone, so I've taken a step, but I've not taken the step.
Yeah. Oh, no, I don't think it matters. If it's not, you know, there's times where I've stepped away from it and just thought it's getting too much, and then I sort of started again and thought, well, I just avoid all the stuff that was, you know, annoying me, and so, you know, sort of block all the, you know, mute words. That's the best thing to do is mute words that annoy you.
And the other thing is, I think I have made some proper friends on there.
Yeah, I definitely have people I've actually met in real life and whatever. But I say the film I went to see this week was Talk to Me, which is a new Australian horror film, which is really great, really original sort of. Well, it's sort of original. It sort of starts with a lot of kids having a party, and they say there's this mummified hand, and if you touch hands with it, say "talk to me," you see ghosts, and it goes from there. So it's quite similar to, you know, kids playing with a Ouija board or whatever. And of course, there's rules about it. But it's made by a couple of guys who just did like YouTube videos, and it's their first feature film, and it's you know, it's not a Hollywood film, so it's got a slight sort of indie, you know, sort of a thing to it. So that's worth it. And really good, you know. But I thought it was great seeing them. You know, it's always great. Let's say Twitter can be a cesspool, but you know, I chat to, you know, sort of people I, you know, slight fans of, like Paul Putner or whatever, or people, comedy people, or
I met Paul Putner at those gigs that Colin Moulding did a few years ago.
Oh yeah, the XTC thing.
Yeah.
Because I think Andy's just put out another EP that I saw Paul was saying really good, but yeah, so it's good for that. It is nice when, you know, sort of people, you know. I think Tim Robbins retweeted me once.
Yeah,
nice.
Just weird little touches, and you just go, yeah. You know, it's maybe it's surprising how much it means, but
You just reminded me of something. I phoned up a radio show, not as an in-person. You know, normally it's like a friend asked me to phone, or I'm doing it as a favour to someone. I phoned up a radio show as just, you know, Joe Schmo. And I got such a rush, Dave. I get it now. I completely get it.
Yeah, I did that. A couple of times I phoned up Clive Ball when he was on LBC. And so, you know, you do get that thing of, yes, exactly. But, no, I thought it was a great thing.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Dave.
really, really happy for you.
Thank you. I'm well chuffed. You will not be surprised to know that I've taken a screenshot and it's been saved with all my precious ones, and I will at some point print it off.
Yeah, it's cool. And as I say, other tip is listen to the Bridget Christie podcast with Richard Herring, because it's very, very funny, but also she's just, sort of really great. She's really great at the moment. I'm really admiring her work. It's fantastic. So, yeah.
Brilliant.
I hope
one,
you're all
Dave.
doing good, and see you soon.
Thank you. Take care. Talk about phoning up radio shows. David Turner says the heart pounding while you wait for them to call your name, then hating yourself for an hour after. I've only ever done it a few times. Called a radio show. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I got very, very nervous, very twitchy. It's not my way of having fun.
Well, I got big laughs, but it might be because I was put on last on a breakfast show, so I was the one telling the hilarious story. But I liked it. It was fun.
0203 286 6370. It's the only phone-in show on Twitch. It's Pledge Week. We do 1 or 2 free shows a week. We're doing another one tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, a radio show, be no pictures. And then we do stuff on Patreon. If you want to support us, patreon.com/Iain and Katherine.
Someone's phoning.
There we go. Over to you.
Gerald.
All of which makes me anxious. Sometimes unbearably so.
Oh, you got the line wrong, mate. Try again.
What?
You got the line wrong.
All of which makes me anxious. Sometimes unbearably so.
Oh, plastic fan. First of all, Katherine doesn't know what that is because
I have heard it before.
Okay.
I have heard it before.
You got it wrong. You got it wrong, Gary.
Educate me then.
Say it one more time.
I thought it was. All of which makes me anxious. Sometimes unbearably so.
I'm not going to correct you, but there are a lot of people in the chat who know.
Okay, have a look.
Griggsy's got it. Griggsy's got it. Sava's got it. Charlie's
Charlie
got
Wolf.
it. James has got it.
I can't say
Matty's
it.
got it.
At times unbearably so. Kick
Blukeford,
myself. Oh, well.
Misquoteford, Phraseford,
Yeah.
Watford,
Wrongford.
Yeah, whatever. Wrongford.
Wrongford.
Yeah, bring it on, like I can.
Wrongford.
Anyway, what was the point of this call?
The point of the call was firstly to see how you're both
That's
doing.
clever.
Genuine interest. Feel like I haven't seen you in. I know you did shows last week, but I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. And it's nice to see you both together on a Thursday. Not often
Yeah.
you do. So,
Well, the
that's
kids
good.
are away, so I'm living the dream at the moment. It's like Home Alone, except without the burglars.
You're still looking after the cats, though.
Yes, the cats. The cats are. Sometimes I go out and I think, oh, they're going to miss me. I really must go. I must hurry home to those guys. And I get home and they could not give less of a shit, to be honest, Gatford. It's almost as if they're cats and not dogs, and I forget this.
Scumbags.
Yeah.
The main reason for ringing is, isn't summer just a bit dull at the moment?
It's going to get hot again, Gatford.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, so well. Yeah, sorry, Ian. How are you?
You phoned up and said I'm interested in how you both are.
Well,
you
normally
almost
I'm backwards incoming forwards.
You almost brushed past it, but Katherine, put her foot in the lift door just as it was closing, and then the lift closed, and you didn't want to know.
Well, you're only going to get in the lift and fart, so I mean, what's the point?
Never fart in a lift. Never fart in a lift.
How are you, Ian?
I'm not great. I'm really anxious and really depressed at the moment. Let's move on.
Okay.
Go on.
Yes, the weather is an issue, but I'm not so bothered. But it just feels like there's nothing going on at the moment. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but there's no, like, I got my local sort of like newsletter thing that tells you what's going on. No one's doing anything for the summer. There's no quiz nights. There's no games nights. There's no activities. All the sporting events are finished. All the festivals are done. Like
Hang on a minute. What festivals do you go to?
None in particular, but I'm saying they've been and gone and done.
Right. So you don't. So they're being and gone and done, but they wouldn't have any impact on your life anyway because you don't go to festivals.
I would watch festivals on television. I wouldn't personally go, but that's my choice. But I know others would.
No, but okay.
It's a fair point. I get.
David says, "What do you want, Gat, for the new pandemic?"
No.
Go and do it with a hummingbird.
What?
What?
Create a new virus. Go and fuck a bee.
You're not going to... No, don't be doing
No,
that. But Gafford, you
no.
may have to create your own fun. That may be a thing.
I'm learning Italian. Does that count?
See! And how is it going?
Salve.
Salve.
Por favore.
Per favore.
Go and get a beehive, because they got a hole coming out of it. It's a tiny hole. Put your dick in there and
But
create
how
a new
bees get out?
pandemic.
Luciana says, put a wasp up your bean hole.
Put a wasp up your bean hole. Here's how you do it. You give it to a beehive, and with a wasp up your bean, and that will create the new deadly virus.
I'll be patient zero.
And you can literally be Honey Monster.
Mmm.
Not allowed sugar. Sorry.
Oh,
Honey,
Gatti.
ba, 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 bum, bum, ba. You are my buddy boy,
No.
and you got me wanting you.
Why do these people fear ringing up radio shows when this is all you get? You know, crikey. What is there to be worried about?
David Turner says,
Oh, that
if
idiot.
Gatford,
What's he want now?
if Gatford banging a bee was going to start a new pandemic, we'd have had 8 this month already. It's only the 3rd of August.
Go run over a bridge, Turners.
Dolmioford, Wuhanford,
Yeah. That's not bad.
Plagueford.
Oh.
Okay,
It's not that I want a pandemic. I just want some things to do. That's all.
See, he said stings to do, didn't he? He said stings.
Don't do the sting.
He
you
said stings to do.
masochist.
He said stings to do. Some of you may not know
Oh my God.
that clip that he was talking about, all of which makes me anxious at times, unbearably so. That was a guy who used to phone up the show on LBC and play this clip. I think this is a bit of it.
Anxious Man is still here.
That's the Mandy Moore version of Senses Working Overtime, which is a great version.
Right, yeah.
Oh, well done you. You went and got the Mandy Moore version,
Oh my God!
You still like it.
Oh my God, I know myself!
which is
Consistent.
surprisingly better than you'd think it
Oh my God, I'm saying the same thing 20 years later!
is, isn't it?
I just want to get to the bit where he plays the anxious thing.
It'll be at the end, won't it?
This was the drive time show on LBC.
Get that.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mumble number 5.
I don't know what that is. What's that under? Oh, it's under this, isn't it?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mumble number 5.
Are you matching him?
Yeah.
What's happening? Matty Steve-O correctly saying, wonder why the bosses didn't like this.
Why is this so much fun? What I'm trying to do, this is what I'm trying to do,
Match it up.
trying to match up so we're in sync
can
with each
tell.
other. Not bad, is it?
Can you imagine the daft grin on your face as you're trying to do this?
Oh, yours are all closer together. I've got to scoot through mine. They're not exactly where... Oh. Hang on a minute.
Hang on a minute, we'll get back.
Mine aren't in the alphabetical order that you'd imagine they are. Some are in different folders and... See, for example, that's not under Gadang Gadang. That's in song... Oh, I don't even know how the alphabet works now. That's in song clips 1.
This is hotkeys.
Why does your voice sound different?
20 years
And then
younger.
that's not in song clips.
sound more David Essexy.
Then this is under music filler. Pee-wee.
R.I. Pee-wee Herman.
Rip.
So it's all different titles. Go on. Oh, and then that's in Happy Days. So, hang on.
Hey!
Happy days, Thursday, Friday, the weekend comes, the weekend comes, the weekend comes. Happy days.
I can't do it. Oh, oh God, I don't think I even got that one anymore. I haven't.
I was bullied with that song when I was at school.
Why?
Because I had a Mac.
Chris, what's Inspector Gadget under?
Gadget.
Is it under Gadget? What's stupid? Why don't you... No, it's not there
Inspector.
anymore. No, it's not under Inspector anymore. Oh, hang on. No, right, yeah,
He's beating you.
Yeah, right, that's in Clive Ball's folder, so I'm going to have to trump you. It's in Clive's folder. I tell you what, the day you come up with this one, that's the day you beat me, okay? Thank you.
He didn't play the anxious bit. That's the whole
After
reason.
all that, bloody hell.
Pajama Speed says, LBC shows were so much fun. I used to cook massively elaborate dinners because it was more fun to hang out in the kitchen listening than to hang out in the lounge with my then partner.
Oh, wow.
Matty may have found the, at times, all of which makes me...
Haven't you on the wireless?
All of which makes me anxious.
Okay, that's the anxious man. And he's going to stay online now, and he may join in, he may not. We don't know.
And another request from Bill. Can Frank do a song about the perils of eating jelly deals?
Oh, God.
Oh, yes.
Jelly? It sounds spooky already, yeah. Oh. Maybe he can't. No.
I got jelly deals from the man down the road. They were quite fantastic. Oh yeah. I put some vinegar on them. They were really fantastic. Oh yeah. Get those jelly deals down your throat. Oh yeah.
It's not very
Who's playing
perilous.
along with it?
It's anxious.
That's good.
It's good enough.
Take it away, anxious.
So he's playing on the phone. Anyway.
Oh, fun times.
Fun times. Haxel says, I only discovered during your absolute days. LBC days sound amazing. They were the, in terms of the solo shows, solo in as much as not working with Katherine, they were the best.
Although there was a
They were the
similarity
best.
there between Frank Sidebottom's voice and the impression of me that you do.
Oh, blimey, Iain. They were the best. They were fun. They were fun to do. I got you may have seen on Twitter, my back is absolutely killing me, and I'm looking for anything I can do to help. And I'm seeing an osteopath. I've booked in a sports massage. I'm looking for a physiotherapist. I'm going to the hospital, I think, next week. Not a hospital. I'm going to a private company on a trading estate next week.
Backs are us.
It is something. Backs are us limited dot copyright or whatever or something. To get anyway.
Flipping heck, who's this now at this hour?
Good evening, caller.
Hello, Iain. Me.
Hello.
Hello. Can I sing you a song?
Can he sing us
a quick
I
song?
think I'm up for it.
Yeah, go on.
Okay. Well, I'm going to sing it on helium.
Well, you go steady.
Okay. Here we go. Iain,
That didn't go well, did it?
I've not spoken to that young gentleman for quite a long time.
His voice dropped.
It was.
I think it was counteracting the gases.
I've missed that guy. Thank you for that. So I went swimming. I used to go swimming a bit. I'm not a very good swimmer. I'm a very slow swimmer. When I did my 400 metres, it sounds like the punchline to a gag. I was still doing it as the next class came in. It's a true story. So I'm not very fast. I'm not. My technique is I do that swim stroke, but I don't put my face in the water. So I'm kind of making it extra hard for myself because I got my head up. Anyway, I haven't done it for a long, long time. So I went swimming for the first time in about 4 years, the local swim pool. And you got a book now. You can't just rock up. You've got to book a slot. You've got to book a slot. So I booked a slot, and I got there, and I went and got changed, and I went in the pool, and I did. It's 25 meters. I probably did about 225 meters, 200. And I was getting to the end, and I was doing some stretches in there, and there was some cardboard in there. I picked up, why is there cardboard in here? I don't know. Anyway, then I saw a lady who had been in the pool with her daughter. This was like the adult pool, right? This was like not messing around. This is the adult pool.
Yeah.
And she'd been in there with her, I'm assuming her daughter, who was probably in her 20s. I saw them get in, then they got out, and I saw the mum, I assume the mum, go over to the lifeguards. And she went, okay, can we get some people to the pool? I was like, okay, this is interesting. And then the man came along and said, right, everyone, I'm really sorry, you've got to get out of the pool. Right? I was the youngest person there. You've got to get out of the pool. So we got out of the pool. I thought, well, I was done anyway, but this is going to be interesting. I'm going to sit and watch how this unfolds.
What's occurring here?
Then a girl with a net came. A girl with a net, not the person a net. And started scooping stuff. And he went, yeah, really sorry, someone's been sick in the pool. I'd obviously picked up someone's vomit. But they were in the pool for about 5 minutes before they puked. If you're an adult, you can control. I nearly puked on the flight back because we came back from Japan to Frankfurt to London, and I was not good on that last flight. And I said to the boys, listen, it's an hour and a half flight. You're going to have to do this on your own because I'm like a yogi, and I'm trying to smarter than you, and I'm trying to I'm going to stop myself vomiting because I'm going to be in control of my body, and I did.
Yeah.
As an adult, we can stop ourselves vomiting.
Well, unless we're very poorly.
But
otherwise, no one would ever vomit, would they?
She was in the pool for 5 minutes. How disgusting is that?
What are you saying? She did it on purpose?
Yeah.
Yeah. Phantom pool puker.
I pissed in the shower.
Of course you did.
So I might do a bit...
I heard a tip today for if you are busting for the loo but can't get to one.
Well,
do you want to hear it? You scratch the back of your calf. Apparently it takes your mind off it.
My back is so painful. I've been walking around with a stick, and also it means if I can't cough or sneeze. This is why you've heard me go. I've had to clear my throat a bit. Sneeze, Jesus. So I have had to teach myself to not sneeze. No, I do that.
Oh right, okay.
That pinch it and then rub it.
Pinch the bridge.
Because I've not had the. Maybe she shouldn't have eaten all that cardboard. You could be right. So I have not sneezed for about 6 weeks. Oh Jesus, it's. Honestly, my back is depressing me so much. I'm gonna read the Sarno book again, but I just don't really know where to turn. I'm really hoping that when I go and get my back, I guess X-rayed. I guess they're going to do. They give me painkillers.
Yeah.
They won't. It will take ages because then you'll go to the next round. They give me painkillers and they offer to operate. This is how badly how much pain I'm in. I would willingly let them cut my back open.
Can they not give you like a pain injection?
Yeah, they can do that. Yeah, I'll have that, please. I'll have that.
Ask them.
I'll have that. I'll have tablets and I'll have an operation, please. Lulu says, how about acupuncture?
You've tried that, haven't you?
Well, he called it needling. Chef Paul III says, good evening. I'm here to put the fun back on the plate.
You dirty bugger.
Dirty boy. You dirty boy. More of Kate says, Catherine, the calf thing doesn't work. I wet myself.
Okay, I don't think you're trying hard enough. I think there's something in you that wanted to do that.
So if you've had back pain, don't get the steroid injection. I will get any injection they offer me. Any injection they offer me, I will take. Someone was talking about epidurals. Yes.
Oh my God, that was awful.
I'll have that.
Oh, I can still remember the squeak.
I nearly fainted when I saw that go in. Nearly fainted.
Oh.
Alistair says, we smell to get well with aromatherapy. We smell to get well. I've got a TENS machine.
Whack it on.
Well, but what does it I will go and get it because I found it in the garage earlier. What was that video you watched that helped you last time? That was the documentary about Dr. Sarno.
All the rage.
I watched it and it didn't really help. The Storyboard one doesn't work. Why would they offer it if it didn't work? The Storyboard one didn't work for you.
Visionary says she still remembers. Yeah, I don't think you ever forget that sensation. That sensation, man.
All right, I'll go and get
Squeaking.
the TENS machine in a bit. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone
I think
number.
the idea with the TENS machine is it distracts, doesn't it? Isn't that the thing?
Is that in it?
Zzz, zzz, zzz. Dave Dogface quite rightly says morphine equals moreish.
Yes. I'm trying to think what else did I. Oh, I fixed the kitchen sink today. So I'm clearing stuff up, and I'm doing it very, very slowly. And the first thing was the kitchen, and it took me 3 or 4 days because I did it little bits. I'm really overwhelmed at the moment. I'm not feeling particularly well at the moment in terms of my mental health. So I did it a little bit at a time. I got these. What do you call the around by the window? What do you call that thing?
A windowsill.
Yeah, so I got the windowsill around. I did that. That was day one. Was the windowsill and bits and pieces. And then I've started here, and I'm doing it a shelf at a time, doing it really slowly. Right, I'm doing it really, really slowly. So I did the top 2 shelves, and I wanted to get you see there is Mr. Sheen, and I needed to get that from the drawer under the kitchen sink.
Right.
I opened the drawer under the kitchen sink. Everything was wet. My heart sank. I thought, something somewhere is leaking. It's directly beneath the sink. So my first guess was it's the sink. So I pulled the drawer. It's one of those drawers that's really, really heavy, even without stuff in. And you pull it off the rails, and it's a real bugger to get back on the rails. But I pulled it off steady. And I found that so I've got like one of those sort of butler sinks. The I can't remember what it's called. I learned all the language today. The silver strainer, and the pipe, there was a gap, so it was coming out through there. So first of all I tried to seal it with sealant, and I thought, because I've got sealant and a sealant gun, and it was like, no, this ain't working. The gap's too big. Watched a YouTube video on it. First I thought, right, I'm going to call a plumber. Then I thought, no, I'm going to fix this. I watched a YouTube video on it. And despite not having a flathead screwdriver, where it's a boring story, we're getting to the end. Despite not having a flathead screwdriver that was big enough, I used a spoon. I managed to unscrew stuff. It was the washer, this is an ironic name, was in the wrong place.
Right.
It had slipped, cleaned it all up, washer in, tightened it up, bishy bashy boshy, no leaking as far as I'm concerned. That's not good enough for me. I've ordered a new strainer and a new undercarriage. I'm going to replace them this weekend.
Excellent.
Fixed it.
Thank you, YouTube.
Thank you, YouTube. I fixed it.
I fixed my freezer with YouTube, and I felt a sense of well-being and victory over a universe that had against me that particular day.
It's a good feeling, right?
Oh my God, so good. So thank you to the dads of YouTube, for there are many. The dads of YouTube are the ones that tell you about the practical jobs. The children of YouTube are the ones who will tell you about your computer stroke phone.
The children of YouTube never... What's that song? The children of rock and roll never grow up. What's that? Is that Spinal Tap?
You make it sound like Bowie, but...
The children of rock and roll never grow old. They just fade. That's the Spinal Tap, right, isn't it? What song is it? I'm waiting for Dave Dogface to tell me.
Who knows this?
Children of rock and roll never grow old. No, it's not Tap. It's a real group, isn't it?
It's not Kiss, is it?
No. I'm not thinking of Children of the Revolution. The children of rock and roll never grow old. They just fade away. Why am I thinking of Children of the It's the Ruttles. So I'm not... So, Dagger Steve, I was thinking of the Ruttles.
Apologise.
Children of rock and roll never grow old. So I was listening to Spotify for the first time in ages, right? And a song came up, and I was upstairs. I went, what the new cover because on the first one the band looked too ugly. Yeah, I could buy that. I don't know anything about the Motors. That just popped up on my Spotify. For those who don't know,
And Unlucky Elf, you're quite right. It says it's a cross between Cruel to Be Kind and Girls Talk. Yeah, it's from the same wheelhouse, ain't it?
and for those who don't know, who are too young, this is what that is. Here we go.
Da 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 da.
That's it tickled my pickle.
When you listen to it as a piece of music, it doesn't scream football, does it?
No. Let's try Julie's lyrics.
I think you're right, Julie.
Do you want to try it, Catherine?
Yeah.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Do you like sports? Do you like sports? Do you like sports? Yes, we like sports. You're right.
I could.
Apparently they did airport.
With the Motors Airport.
Airport.
I think I'm going to get into the Motors. Can someone write a book about the Motors? Airport's a good song.
Well,
Domino's doesn't do things by
Airport.
Do can you fly a
Airport.
plane? Oh, can you fly a plane?
Hang on, this looks like.
There it is. The
Oh!
THC.
Also doing
Dirty
well.
bastard.
And wait till you cop the clothes they are wearing. It's
Whoa, dude! Dude, come on, man! Really?
A bold statement
Airport
from the man in the glass
number
house.
5, right here on top of the pops.
That's a jumpsuit, right?
It's going to be a
isn't it?
jumpsuit. It's going to be a jumper, yeah.
Hang on a minute. I know how this goes. I know. Do you like sports? Do you like sports? Do you like sports? Yes, I like sports. Do you like sports? Yes, I like sports, but not cricket. Cricket is shit. Do you like sports? There we go.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, that's that. That's
Airport.
that done. It's Pledge Week. We do
Pledge
one or
Week.
two shows a week for free. You can watch us on Twitch. We're doing another one tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. The old school late night alternative radio show. There'll be no pictures. Well, there might be some, but there won't be pictures of us. Between 9 and midnight tomorrow, it'll be a phone-in show, as is tonight. If you want to sign up for that, you don't have to sign up for anything. But if you want to support us, head over to patreon.com/Iain and Katherine. Our Patreon numbers are down this month, guys. It's down. What can we do to get the numbers back up?
Well, what was your bold move?
Well, the closer we get to it, the less comfortable I am with it. Suddenly, the less I have fewer confidence in it. We're still going to do it. Shall I go and get my tens machine?
Okay, so we're going to go electric. That's the idea, is it?
Yep. I'm going to go electric.
Crunchy Frog has just remembered Doobie Duck's Disco Bus. I remember that. There we go. What do you remember? Call me now. 0203 286 6370. Do you know where it is? It's in the garage. 0203 286 6370. Oh, by the way, yes, thanks for flagging that up, John, because he won't tell you. Chatterbix with Iain Lee is now on Spotify. In fact, I think you can get it through all of your main podcast providers. Oh, and also, in September, I'm doing a show with Clinton Baptiste again at the 100 Club. It is on the 24th of September. That's a Sunday. It's a Sunday seance. They've got loads of people there as well. And there will also be music. You got it?
I've got two. Right. So let us. I bought these.
Quite right, not me, Linda.
Sorry?
Linda Pollock's doing the thing.
I bought these because we were going to do a show on Talk Radio where people would phone up and say who they wanted to shock. Catherine refused to.
Don't like it.
And apparently, I'm not allowed to insist that the person I work with suffers extreme pain. Not allowed to insist it.
Electrocution.
Political correctness gone mad. So has this got batteries in? Funny, I found these today.
Oh, you found it when it was meant to be found.
Pulse width, pulse rate.
Now, listen, you had some advice in the chat about this. Put it on pulse, apparently.
Hello, Ben.
Hello. I just think that if you're going to get this machine out, you need to put it on your arms and then let Katherine control it while you try to drink alcohol.
Well,
what?
There's a major flaw in that plan.
What? Why would I do that?
Because it's funny.
I'm struggling to see where the humour would lay in.
When you try to drink, she shocks it and it tenses up your muscles, and therefore your arm does crazy
How do you?
like it's not yours.
How do you know this?
We used to ask Visionary. We used to do it all the time.
Are you on a dinghy? Are you an illegal immigrant?
He's in America, aren't you?
No, I'm beaching today. I'm beach.
You're what? Beating?
I'm beach.
Beach.
Just do me a favour. I just want to see
No,
if it works.
no.
Well, I don't want to be the one that tries it.
Me neither. So Ben, you're beaching today. You're beach Ben today.
Yes.
How's it going? Anyone beat you off yet?
Well, my daughter said that she could beach better than I can and wanted a beach off, but that's not the best thing. But really, that's what you should be doing with that machine. That's its only purpose in life, is for comedy.
Comedy value.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no. How? Right. Where do? So everyone who suggested I do this for a bad back. Where do I put Where do I put the pads?
Does he put it on the base of his?
Does it go on the base
back?
of my back? Is that where it goes? Is that where it goes? Does it go where the pain is, or does it go on my balls? Across the pain centre says Alistair. All right.
Do you trust Alistair? He wouldn't do you wrong, would he?
No. Either side of the spine. The pain is to the right of the spine. Hello there, says Chutney Bungle.
Good name.
Balls, says Dave. Thank you. Hopefully, once we get through the jokes, we'll get through the... Yes, two pads. When mine, I put it across... Surely this can only make your back worse. Fishy Wallace, loads of people have said do it. And it's like the average. It's the mean.
The hive mind says do it.
Craig's 40th birthday tomorrow, you baby. Oh, hey, it's Catherine's birthday in 9 days. Yeah, you're well impressed. And I've got no idea what to get her, so any suggestion, please. Crunchy Frog says either or. If it's as bad as you say, I'd focus on putting it by the area it hurts either side. One on forehead, one on bum cheek, says Barry. All right.
And Hibbert says pads on the peen.
Right, okay. Catherine, can you dish me up?
I don't know where your pain is.
I'm going to show you.
Point to where it hurts, please.
So it hurts there.
Hang on. Okay.
Do you like spot? Do you like spot?
Is that your pain finger?
Yeah, that's pain is there.
Right, so let's put one here.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dagger Steve is pointing to the taint. Please don't.
I'm gonna turn it on.
You're getting all silly now.
Oh, I'm nervous. Can I
Whack it on. Can I have control of it?
I had to do this on the jungle. They did this on the jungle, and then the
pretended,
pads,
didn't you?
it stopped working. And I said to them, "It's not working." And they said, "Oh, would you mind pretending?" I went, "Yeah." Start low. Of course, I'm going to start low. I'm nervous.
Do it.
I've got my feet on the ground, so I'm earthed, right?
Can you feel it?
Thank you, Adrian. It's not doing anything.
Thank you, Adrian, for joining the patron.
Going up. God, when I was younger, I would have put this up my anus. I'm not cared. I was going to say not giving a shit, but I quite possibly would have.
You might have.
Oh no, I think it's just coming off.
Said that before, haven't you?
No, I think maybe that is the tingle. Don't touch there. That's my no-no. That's my no-no square. Is it coming off or is that the tingle?
I'm trying to help you to see if it was coming off.
Lucy says, loved you on Chatterbix. Thank you. I'm on the new Chatterbix. Oh!
Is it there?
Send your love, my darling.
This is reminding me of that lad playing chess. Way! Wrong move.
He had a love eggs. Was it? Beads, anal beads.
Yeah, up his bahookie.
So only one of them is doing anything.
All right, is it not stuck on properly?
No, it's stuck on properly, mate.
Is it properly attached to your electrodes? Can I see? Let me have a look. Mr. Lee, you just lean forward for me. There we go. Does that feel any better?
It's the one on the left is not doing anything.
Yeah.
Oh!
Feels like it's doing something.
Show my love, my darling.
How's that?
I'm only on.
Do you have to press?
Oh, don't you touch it!
Do you have to press both of them?
No.
Is that not right and left channels?
No. This one's a separate one.
But why have we got two things?
In case you want to do the separate one. So far, I'm only on 2. Yeah. Whoa.
I don't think you switched both on.
Oh, baby. You have to turn it to max. Get stuffed. Send your love, my
Is it having a good impact or just?
What is it supposed to do?
I mean, you're acting like it's giving you a tingle in your dingle.
I'm only on. How do you tell what number you're on? Okay, I think I'm quite high. Shut up, Alistair. Alistair says, "Come and get on with it."
I don't think you're going to get any work done with that on your back.
It's a continuous. It's like a. Afa.
Yeah, you said you had 2. Do you want to whack another one on?
No. Well, I can do it with that as well. I got 4. Oh, my spine!
David next door's going to wonder what earth is going on in here.
I don't know how to put it on, boss. What is it supposed to do? Because my back still hurts, but now I've got electric shocks at the top of it, so it's double.
Maybe the positioning is wrong.
Ah! I'm turning it up. What you can't see.
Oh, I can hear it.
You can hear it. That's going up my bahookie. Hey! Whoa!
Gentle pulses, says Visionary. Don't do it too high, as John Harris says, it could make you poo yourself.
Going all the way. I'm in control of my body.
I don't think you are.
Oh, fuck! Went too high.
Right.
How do you make it pulse? Because it was a continuous.
Pulse width, pulse rate.
Okay, that was.
Ah, look, what's this? BCM. What's the mode?
Oh, I don't know. I've not read the instructions, have I? That would be.
Where's the instructions? Here we go. I mean, that's the first thing you should do, really, for safety's sake. TENS therapy.
So I'm turning this dial. This is making it stronger. You should have a go at it.
No, thanks, I'm fine.
Why?
Not bothered.
But how is it supposed to help my back?
Supposed to get everything good. Electrodes for phantom pain.
Oh, this is real pain.
Can be placed on painful trigger points correlated to peripheral nerves and spinal cord segments that innervates the painful area. For gentle pain management, the burst therapy is shown as page 17 is recommended. Right.
Page goes up to page 17.
Okay. Burst therapy.
I'm turning it up.
You want it channel A.
Channel A.
Negative electrode, the black, placed posterior on the upper thigh. Oh no, it's.
I don't have channel A.
Well, this will be channel A.
Oh, hang on. That does the part. I got it. It's not the channel A because it doesn't say channel A. Do you like spots?
I told
yes,
you.
I like spots.
Can I just wind back? I don't know in your mind whether you can remember me saying, "Do you not need to do both of those?"
No, because this is a separate pad. This is it. These are another two. Where would I put those other two? So I would have 4 pads. Where would I put them? If not on my best mate, not on my best mate's bahookies.
No. I think that these are operating both.
No, yeah, that would operate if I had those two on, but I don't have those two on.
I think you're wrong. I think you are wrong.
I've got 2 of these.
The TENS machine can work in 2 ways.
Here we go.
Okay.
Right now I've got a tingle in my... It's quite pleasant.
But firstly, it's important to understand how the body feels pain. Ian, do you understand that?
Yeah, I move, it hurts.
No, messages are sent from your brain, which is in here somewhere, to all areas of the body and back down again by the nerves, which you're getting on.
Calling occupants of interplanetary most extraordinary craft.
TENS works by a method called pain gating, where the stimulation of the TENS machine blocks the messages to the brain telling the body is experiencing pain. It also encourages the brain to produce the body's own natural pain-killing hormones, known as...
Bazooka.
Endorphins, everyone. Can you say endorphins?
Endorphin.
Are there dangers and side effects? Yes, it may turn you into a great big crybaby. Do not stick any on
I'm
me.
not going to stick it on you. I'm going to use these extra 2 that you keep telling me I need.
They are spare ones, says John Harris.
Fuck it, I'm doubling down.
Oh my God. How did he die? Well, he decided to electrify himself.
It's electrifying. It actually doesn't feel that bad now. Whoop.
Here we go. Maybe it's working.
You better shape up, 'cause I need a man. And my heart is
Does
set
the
on...
stickiness stay with this? Or
Feel
is
it. No, I'm not going to do it. I won't do it. Just
No.
feel how sticky it is.
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
Because I know you. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't. I do not give you consent. This is assault.
Kath, you can leave at any time.
This is assault now. Don't. I'll punch you in the cojones.
She would punch me in the cojones.
I would.
That much is true.
I would punch you in one
All right.
cajon and then move to the other if it persisted.
Oh!
Penis.
Oh my God, look out!
Stop it.
Oh, look out, Captain! Oh, look!
You put it on my eyeball.
I've got a nice little tingle going. So tell me what that does to the... This is what I don't get. Is it just to distract me from the pain? It doesn't cure it, right? Because
Well, I've just told you what happens. It's called pain gating.
All right.
So the brain sends out a signal, and then the nerves send it back going, oh, that hurts. But what this does is blocks that signal.
Okay, so will it just... All right, let's see if I can stand up without any help. Oh, hang on, I got tangled.
Yeah, you are attached here.
All right.
Oh, careful. Why are you doing pliés?
Yes, please.
Visionary says, be careful, it's not immediate. What are you doing?
Well, I couldn't do this stuff earlier.
No. I think you've gone over there to fart, haven't you?
Oh, shit, dropped it. Ah! Well, I couldn't do this earlier. I haven't gone there to fart. Oh, fuck, Jack.
Yes, you have. You're posting it up the chimney. He's cured, says Lulu. He's cured.
See, I mean, I couldn't get out of the chair a minute. You saw me. I couldn't get out of the chair a minute ago.
Yes. Rob says it's fine if it's muscular. If it's a disc, it's not as effective. I suggest it's muscular then.
It is muscular. I know it's muscular because I have had an X-ray.
Okay.
A little bit of muscle is sticking out between the discs.
Wow. Well, so you're too muscly.
Too muscular, baby. Too muscular, baby.
Cute that you think he would bother to move too far. Oh.
Fool if you think it's over.
I know this guy. If it was a serious one, he would
it's
move.
a goodbye. Fool if you think it's over.
Seems to be having
Tell you why.
Seems to be having some sort of effect on you, in that it's cheering you right up.
Fool if you think it's over. 'Cause it said goodbye. Fool if you think it's over. I'll tell you why. We'll have some real fine wine. We'll have a real fine time. You know that song, right?
Well, I thought I did. This is a new version for me.
Fool, if you think it's over, tell you why. So, this is what we're going to do that's never been done.
Rob's disc exploded, everyone. Oh.
It's a great album. Here's what we're going to do that's never been done.
Oh, God, what now? I bet it did, Rob.
I got 2 drawers filled with cables. We're going to go through those drawers and chuck everything away. Live. On stream. I know what you're thinking. That's be boring. Incorrect. This is going to be incorrect. This is going to be the thing that takes us to this is, you've heard of mukbang, ASMR.
Yep.
Drawer clearance. It combines the zen quality of those other things I've just mentioned, but also the cutthroat negativity of Storage Wars.
No, Storage Wars, the point of that is that they make some money. You're just tidying up, man.
Yeah.
It's not even Marie Kondo.
Now, unfortunately, I can't take the drawer out. I've just discovered that you can't take the drawer out.
So you're going to be over there then, are you?
No, I'll bring it over here. All right, first things first. By the way, we'll make some money. I'll sell this bag to the highest bidder. First things first. Oh, you're a man, you can't throw away cables. This is already, we've got the interaction. You see, we've got the interaction. Little white sticky labels. And I'm going to be brutal. It just dawned on me, I've got these 2 drawers filled with cables, right? Very rarely do I take stuff out of it that I use.
You're a brave man, because my cable drawer is frequently rummaged around.
Now, these things cannot, I have to be careful how I show these. These are my password books.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
And
top secret.
This is top secret. Read this and die. Then it goes to, fuck you then.
I think I remember you writing that.
Yeah, I did. Oh, here we go. There's some guests that we wanted to have on the show. Miles Hunt, John Ronson, Mickey Dolenz, Howard Kalin, Andy Partridge, Baker. Which Baker would that make? Danny, Dave Davis, Ray Davis, Ben Ekulady, Stephen Page, David Cassidy, Limmy, John Sebastian, Louis Theroux, Matt Haig, Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley. Oh, we had some of those. All right. Yeah. Topics. I've already got distracted from cleaning out the thing.
We're going down memory lane.
Topics. First one. Read that out.
Ever fallen down a well?
To all guests ever met a beetle. Grown-up foods. Mustard, I've put in brackets.
Oh, yeah, olives.
Charcuterie.
Yeah.
You can call in with your grown-up foods.
Grown-up foods. I would include mussels.
Oh, God, yeah. Wet cheese.
Blue cheese.
Oh, well. Food, not drink.
Yeah. Because coffee would be in drink, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, tara masalata.
Oh, I don't know. I think that's quite mild. Pate.
No, soft food. It's like fish paste.
Yeah, but kids don't like delivery one. Kids don't like. All right, lumpy pate.
Lumpy pate.
Lumpy pate.
All right, so that's a fun one. Ever pretended you can speak a foreign language, or say we? Is there a doctor in the house? These are all topics for when we started at Talk Radio.
Is there a doctor in the house?
Ever been in bed with an Indian?
What?
Oh, with an in-law. Ever been in bed? What's a great phone in? Ever been in bed with an in-law? Yeah, I have.
Have you?
Yeah.
Brother-in-law?
I think mum-in-law. I think. Not like that. Just needs must.
I don't want to know what the need was. I don't think I have.
So these are phone-ins for when we started at Talk Radio. My favourite child is... Lies... Oh, there we go. Oh, ring the bell there.
It's Alistair. Alistair North, Alistair North, Alistair Northy North.
Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me okay? Because I've got it. I'm just doing it by my phone. I don't know what I pressed, but I can't see you guys. Can you see me?
We can see you, yes.
Oh, okay. Anchovies.
Oh, yes, salty.
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah, I would suggest a lot of fish is adult food.
I mean, it's just far too salty.
And you eat them whole, which I think you'd have trouble persuading a child to do.
Yes, and I mean, I think I came across them with a pizza that had them on, and I mean, it just ruined the whole pizza.
I'm partial, but they are very much a grown-up food, I think, especially because they've got the slightly sort of furry, spiny quality to them, haven't they?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, the only other Sunday experience was when I ate whitebait in a restaurant once, which was the crunch, and then someone described to me what they actually were, and I thought, no.
So I'm just chuckling because I've seen one of the phone-in topics, best helmets. Pith.
I remember once asking my teenage boyfriend what scampi was as I pushed another bit into my mouth, and he said to me that they were prawns balls.
Oh no, yeah, that's you don't want to go. You don't want to go anywhere near gourds. Yes. Anyway, I thought just while I'm on Katherine, I started from that special website. Started watching Barbie.
Oh yes.
And well, maybe it's just me, but I didn't get it, and I didn't get very far with it because one, it's far too pink.
2, it was in Chinese. 3, there was a man getting up to go to the toilet. It was quite pink. I'm sorry that took you by surprise.
Yeah, and I was thinking about the special effects. Now, the whole scene was sort of quite impressive, but if you look at the detail, when Barbie's supposed to be, having a drink or eating, there's no actual food or liquid passing between the vestibule and her mouth.
Yes, the vessel, you mean? Yes.
That's the point.
She's it's how little girls and boys play with Barbie. You do this.
Isn't it supposed to be to make it a real situation?
But you need to watch the rest of it because it starts to progress.
Does it?
Yeah, so she starts out very much as a dolly in a dolly's world.
Well, I'm not sure. And also, the other thing is, I'm not very keen on musicals. Iain, I'm not sure. Do you like musicals?
It's not a musical.
Well,
what film were you watching? You sure you weren't watching one of those Barbie cartoons from the 80s?
Or Dirty Barbie.
Dirty Barbie.
I don't know. I mean, I probably should watch it properly when it becomes available.
Well, but if it doesn't connect with you, it doesn't connect with you. There's nothing wrong if it didn't hit you.
No. And, anybody who loves Barbie and gets enjoyment from it, brilliant people. But, I might give it a miss. I'll see, like I say, I'll probably watch it without the sort of, the camera moving and people going to the toilet.
Yeah.
Quite a lot.
I'm off Saturday. Me and the boys are very excited. The Meg 2. But my youngest loves shark movies. For a while, 2 weeks ago, Jaws 4 was his favourite, and then he recalibrated. His favourite is Jaws 2, followed by Jaws 1, followed by Jaws 4. The least favourite is Jaws 3. But he loves the Meg. We're off to see the Meg 2 this weekend.
Which is the one where Jaws, his mum comes back for revenge?
4.
Okay.
Jaws 4. She psychically follows the guy's wife. I can't remember. The Brody's wife. Brody's.
Bodie.
No, it's Brody.
It's not.
Officer Brody.
I thought it was Bodie.
You're thinking of the professionals.
I thought it was Bodie.
Guys, can we get some clarification?
Brody.
Is it Brody or Bodie? I think it's Brody.
It's Brody, yeah.
Yeah.
He's saying Bodie.
Are you saying Bodie or Brody?
Brody.
Bro, it's Brody. It's definitely Brody in Jaws. I've watched them all, some of them more than once. Adrian says BOD. That's not helpful. It's Brody. But yeah, very, very, very excited about the Meg 2. Very excited. I love crap like that.
I think Jaws, the original, is the best for me, but that's because I'm probably old. I've got 2 serious program recommendations.
Yes.
Not easy watches at all. A program that was on ITVX called Catching My Rapist, which is obviously of the subject nature very, very difficult. But
yeah,
this woman and what she had to go through fighting the police and the prosecution to get justice is an amazing thing that she managed to achieve. Something that it took her 5 years or more to get justice for herself, and very, very moving. But yeah, this goes to show how some of the attitudes in our public services really are need to be more victim focused rather than they can't be bothered kind of thing. You got the impression. And another one about the sea, but it's called the something breath or the longest breath or something.
About God, yes, I saw that on Gogglebox. It's about people that do that free diving.
Yes. Amazing program, but I just thought these people must be crazy, going for 4 minutes or more with one breath under the water and diving very deep. But it's a really well put together documentary.
All right. Nice one, man.
Okay, nice to speak. And yeah, I'll look at Barbie again.
All right. Jazzy chow chows.
You don't have to. It's not compulsory, but I think it should be.
Did you see that guy that used to climb on the top of buildings, fell off a building?
Did he?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean...
quick, go through some of these other phone-ins. Has anyone ever had to actually use their karate skills? I still use my VHS. I was an understudy. Machines that gave you stuff for free. Real magic, popcorn, good wigs. Who have you based your look on?
I know why we did good wigs. Dancing.
Dancing, yeah. And then we've got some interview John Sebastian, Stephen Page, David Icke, Viv Albertine, Roger McGuinn.
She was great. I loved her.
Yeah. Here we go. Here's something. Here is Imani. What's that? Felix Cavalier. He was good from the Young Rascals. Patty Boyd. Here we go. Performance ring. This is the first performance ring. So the first act, Billy Hayes, singer.
Oh, yeah.
Alex Finch, comedian. Nick Moffat, I think, singer.
Yeah. John
Creams, comedian. Josh Creams. Jonathan Alford. Oh, hang on. Who's Jonathan Alford?
Jalford.
Oh, God, what happened to him? Eben, showing his films. Panna Lucas, stand-up. Can't read that name.
Andrew Waters.
Tristram Adams. Okay, gosh, these are blasts from the past. Rosie Hodgson. John Dredge, pushed a wheelbarrow around. I've written next to him, weird. Hassan was
Dervish.
good. He was good.
He jumped in the last minute, didn't he?
Yeah, he was good.
Brilliant.
Paul Vinter, Crabbers, Bentley Brown, Michael Marshall, Katia, John O'Sullivan, Dan Carrasco, Andre Whittle, Edward Smith, Jim the Dancer, Chris Blueberry or something. Anyway, so these... anyway, so these are very precious books. You can phone in and stop this nonsense, by the way. Here we go. This is the
Brighton.
This is the Brighton show. We would write down ideas for the show, and if you know the Brighton show, September 2018 was cursed. Hey Rabbit Hole Chaz, cons, I don't know. So we positive. Okay, right, there we go. Right, so that's That's that. We go back to the... Told you this would be good.
We can't auction the book off Lulu because it has phone numbers in it.
You're not getting the books. You don't get the books. The books, I'm afraid, are for me. Okay, here we go.
What else we got in there?
Postcards.
Don't need those.
Don't need those. We haven't even got to the cables yet. Self-adhesive labels. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, there.
This is good,
I was
right?
going to say, they're the sort of things you keep because they are useful, but then you don't use them. So are they useful, actually?
Oh, I got 2 of these.
Oh, I can never find one of them when I need one.
Do you want one?
No, I'm not with them.
No, but you can use it on any of them.
I've already got one. I had to buy another because I've lost mine.
Keep one. Keep one. How do you set it? Bumhole.
I think that's useful.
I'm being ruthless.
He really is.
Oh, shit!
Sofa Bum says take them for school. Well, I teach sixth formers, so they're less...
Cut my finger off! Here, baby!
Oh, no, you can't throw that away.
Why not?
Because that was past betwixters for many years.
All right. All right, let's see what else we got. Are these whiteboard pens?
Oh, I could do with them.
Okay. There's 50p. I'm not even joking.
That's yours.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I need a staple gun. I don't need it. I've got a stapler.
It's going in the bin.
Well, mine's better than that. Do you not need this whiteboard pens for your whiteboard?
I've got whiteboard pens. There we go. Oh, this is the short aerial for my CB. This stuff belongs in a museum rather than the bin.
This belongs in a museum.
Staples. This feels so... maybe we'll keep that. Batteries.
There's a cat hand trying to get the door open.
Hello, sweet boy. Batteries and biros. We haven't even got to the cables yet.
Batteries and biros. Oh,
Bought that for one of the boys for Christmas. 2.5 years ago. Was never used. Can I use your dictaphone? No, use your finger like everyone else. Oh, look at this. It's oh, please stop that. It's a postcard from Neil Hamburger. That stays.
Yeah, you can't throw that.
No cables. It's a jack splitter cable.
Don't we need that for the thing? Isn't that just a spare one of these?
I don't want spares. I've got them. I don't want spares. Do you not see what I'm doing?
Yeah,
I'm being ruthless.
I know what you're doing. You're setting yourself up for buying another one in 2 weeks when this one breaks.
This is for one of your shitty machines.
Well, that's for the smoke machine.
Did you take it home?
No. You've still got it in that cupboard.
I don't think I've got it in that cupboard. I think I've got it in the...
All right, well, don't you dare. Also... No, it's fine.
What?
No, I was going to take the jack splitter cable off your hands, but I don't need it.
Do you want a flash drive?
Always useful.
Okay, there we go. You see, she's worse than me.
I'm never going to turn down that. I'm a poor, impoverished teacher. Clock.
I keep that. Because that's good for client work, if I see clients face to face. A memory card.
I will get the smoke machine because it's mine.
It's got the word empty written on it. Here we go. 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 We've not decided what we're doing.
What is it?
Ooh, it's a cable, baby.
I know, but what's this end?
Nothing to do with you.
I know. No. Okay. Uh-oh.
Okay, that's getting on my nerves a little bit now.
Have you noticed how much twisting you're doing?
Yeah, I know. And I'm
Twisting the night away.
Everybody.
Twisting.
This is the bag that these headphones came in. I bought these headphones on the way to Australia to appear in ITV's I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out There. I bought these, 100 quid in the airport. Don't need that. Let's down the night away, everybody. Biros. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is good. Keeping this. Look.
No, don't shine it in my eyes. Don't do that. 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 Don't do that.
Big boy. Big boy.
Cat Daddy says that's cruel.
Big boy.
Because they can never chase it down.
Aha, good. Good.
Jim Adebo's now been blinded, as is OD.
Pens and ear bobbles, bin. This iPod is full of Tommy Boyd. Excuse me. It's making Podey anxious.
Yeah, it's making
Alan
a few of them anxious.
Just crashed his aircraft. Great, good. Serves him right. Trash. Oh, a little Bluetooth transmitter. Trash. Trash.
Wow. You really are savage.
Stickers.
They're cute stickers.
Keep those. Twisting the night away.
What else you got?
Let's see what we got. We got some sticky things. Bin. Wet wipes. Bin. We got a battery adapter, which is actually quite useful. I know what that's for. Bin. Bin. What is this? What is this? What's in here?
Mark, James, Ed. Hi guys, I hope you're well. We're fine, thanks. Well, I'm okay. He's doing that.
This is, do you not feel empowered? Do you not feel that you can now go and do anything you want to do?
I'm watching you clear out your drawer.
Yeah.
I mean, that's...
Is that not empowering you? Because it should be. Well, then you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. If it's not empowering you, you are doing it wrong. What's this? What's this cable? What's this cable? I don't know because it's in the bin. Now you're starting to get it, right?
No.
Oh, I want to convert SCART to HDMI. Can you help me? I want to convert SCART to HDMI. Can't help you because I haven't got the cable for it.
Wow.
Twisting the night away.
That's going to go in the bin tonight and out of the bin tomorrow morning.
Away. I will be going to the bin tomorrow. What's in this bit of paper? Games. Oh, these are games to play when we did live shows.
Yes, no.
Let's go through these games quickly, right? If anyone wants to join in with the game, 0203 286 6370. Right, first game. You start.
Yes, no.
Oh, straight away, Katherine! Oh my God! Straight away.
The game was not afoot.
Straight away.
The game was not afoot.
Unbelievable. Lock.
Hose lock.
Padlock.
Lockdown.
Crook lock.
Lockjaw.
Hang on a minute, we played this for about an hour once. Why have my mind gone blank? Locket.
Lock in.
Was there a girl called Penny Lockett?
No, Lucy Lockett.
Lucy Lockett.
Lock up.
Lock out. As in lock out, there's a Humphrey about.
Yeah. Arm lock.
Headlock.
Leg lock.
Lock, as in canal.
Okay. Loch, as in loch.
It's interesting, isn't it? The people with subnormal intelligence can't say a Scottish word without trying to do the accent, which I find offensive.
I don't know what you mean.
Now you're doing Jamaican, which is actually breadlock.
Oh. Time lock.
What's that?
It's a lock that is on time.
Bowlock.
That's just a way of saying bollock.
Oh, so I just read what John had put in the chat. John Lock.
Airlock.
You can't just read what's in the
Well,
chat.
you just did.
Ankle lock.
What? What's an ankle lock?
Jim Adebo says clock. No. Sherlock.
Shylock.
Caps lock.
The favourite of his prank. Hemlock.
Matlock.
Stop it, because you're looking.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Combination lock.
Morlock.
What?
Okay. We got Adamant. We got Guess Who. I Spy. These are all games to play in the light when we did a live
I
show.
Spy with my little eye. Something beginning with.
It'll be Dean, it'll be Dick, and it'll be me. Birthday poker, name poker, caller concentration / celebrity squares. Okay. Mystery voice. I've written Mackenzie there, so it would have been Mackenzie. Thumb war. Name that tune. Give us a clue. Pass the pig. Jenga. Connect 4. Human hungry hippos. iPod roulette.
Human hungry hippos? How'd you do that? Get a bucket each?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure really. We'll keep that. That's a little bit of showbiz history.
Yeah.
All right, we're nearly done. We'll keep that. We're nearly done here. Here's a plug, a USB plug. Guess what? I got loads of those. That was a big one, right? That was, even you felt uncomfortable then. Even part of you went, yeah, no.
I just know that you'll need one.
I've got so many. How do I know this? Because we had about 6 in Japan.
Oh, okay.
There's a memory card. A memory card. It says empty. I trust my former self. I trust my former self. If it's empty, it's empty. Here's something for a microphone. In you go. In you go. Here's some sticky stuff. And
Big boy.
Here's a cable. USB and one of those. That goes in the bin. Look at this now. Now. Yeah. Stop touching my bumhole. I think.
Quiet bloke. This is a list of things that Ian will be buying over the next few months. Yep.
Right. Now, Katherine.
Yes.
What I want you to do. It's an adapter for a foreign country. Ain't going abroad again. I'm done.
We got raided. Hello, all these new depths and friends. Thank you.
What I'd like you to... By the way, I'm still pinging. Have a look in that drawer now. Have a look in that drawer, kid.
I can see drawer.
We've got a few more cables here that I took out.
Oh, I've just pulled this out.
Now, so this is... We're going to do this tonight. Tomorrow... Oh, there's a Beatles book. Here we go.
What are these clamps for?
Nipples.
You need smaller
I'm not getting
ones.
rid of those.
Tiny.
So tomorrow we're going to do the second drawer.
Oh.
Right.
Part deux. It's like Mission Impossible.
Admit this, right?
Focus.
Oh, admit this. There's been more jeopardy to this than you expected. Yeah, I said jeopardy. There's been more jeopardy.
I did not expect any jeopardy.
And you've had some jeopardy, right? You've had jeopardy. Check the number. How many people are watching this right now? Contrast it with how many people were watching it before we started draw diving.
Are you satisfied with the jeopardy?
Seriously, though, this has been more exciting than you thought. We're going to do these last cables.
Oh, great.
A Beatles notebook.
That better not have any pages in it you could write on.
What do you mean?
Don't be wasting notebooks.
Someone bought this for us
Yes,
years ago.
it was
and
Lulu.
Lulu. Well,
Because I've still got mine. I haven't written it yet because I'm saving it for best. Have you written in it?
nope.
Give it.
There we go. I got some old headphones. Whoa, yeah, they're from the old iPod. I got some old headphones. They feel good in my ears, but I haven't used them for years.
Oh.
That's the criteria. We're nearly done. Oh, these are my headphones for this.
See, this takes the heat off my other book because I was saving that one for best and I can use this one. And still have the one for best. Does anyone else have trouble writing on the first page of a brand new book? I always leave this one out and then
I'll
I
write
write in
there
the
if you
second
want.
one.
Do you want me to write something on there?
No.
Okay. This is a tough one. What I'm holding here, these are the headphones that Katherine is wearing.
Ow, don't push it in, it hurts.
We copied this idea from Stephen Page when Twitch was all the rage. And people were doing, remember people with all that effort with green screens and all of that crap. And
we went on a cruise, do you remember?
we went on a cruise. And we used these so it didn't look like we were wearing any headphones.
Mm-hmm. Still doesn't look.
But I haven't used these for about 3 years. This one's a tough one. This one's a tough one.
I would keep.
I know you would.
But that's not got a knobble on it.
I got knobbles. Oh, I think I just chucked them away, actually.
Yeah, you did. I know where they are.
Well, I'm not going back in. You can't go back in.
You're definitely going back in at some point.
Called your bluff. Don't call my bluff, because I'll call your bluff.
My bluff does not need to be called.
It's a blue cable.
That's an iPad.
It's an iPhone charging socket. What do I have that requires it? I got AirPods, baby. AirPods, baby. Do I have another cable? Yes, I do. I haven't used this one. It's blue. Haven't used it for a long, long time.
No, I don't need one.
Oh, now you're getting in the groove, right? You're getting in the groove. I haven't used this for years. And what we're going to do is when this is full, I'm going to fill it with water so that there's no going back. And then it goes in the dustbin out the front. David says, I genuinely thought Katherine was the sensible one. It turns out she's just as bad.
Why?
This is more exciting. Here's the thing, right? This is way more exciting than everybody thought it was going to be. And the beat was in time with the tens machine, by the way, Lulu. That's actually true. This is way more exciting than everyone
I'm not excited.
thought.
I'm not excited. I'm slightly
anxious.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great, right? We're nearly done. We've got 2 more. We got USB at one end. We got a small one at the other end where it's a little bit wider at the top, a little narrower. Who cares? It's in the bin. Jimmy Mac's been banned.
Oh, you won't be coming back.
That new phone takes this cable.
But will he be taking that particular cable?
Oh, it's a long one. Long ones can be useful.
And also for your Oculus.
Sold my Oculus.
You're getting another.
You get a charging cable with it, don't you?
Not a long one, though. No, you don't, actually.
I sold my... Oh, shit, don't you?
No.
I wonder if I can get it back off that guy without him noticing. This isn't an Oculus, mate. It's a USB.
No, but that's what you use.
No, but I want Oculus. No. That's not... This is not... Like, they have, like, different letters, like A, B, and a C. Mr. MBW says, just chucking out all...
Oh, don't get moral. This is not the place for that.
Recycling the paper and the plastic. Come on. Are you nuts? Come on. There's like been that much paper and that much plastic. USB Type C. This is not fast enough to charge. This is a tough one.
Get it in the bag.
That's my girl. That's my girl. Oh, as well as a bonus one. Now you've got to look at that.
In
the bin. In the bin. Boom. Look at that.
Stop fisting that bag, Ples.
And then he made a joke.
Don't. Well, we're growing. We're growing, aren't we? As people. Yes. How's that tens working out?
Well, I don't feel any back pain.
So that's the answer then, everyone. We just need to... I saw your message, Lulu. Keep the bum hole. All we need to do is just make sure he's plugged in at all times. And then we'll be wine-free. Oh,
big boy, come in.
What happened there? He came in, threw himself on the floor, and then ran out again.
Come in, big boy, come on.
Big boy. Okay. Good boy.
Right. Be honest, fans. Be honest, fans. That was better than you thought it was going to be, wasn't it? That was actually exciting. Totally told you it would be. Oh no, Ian, it'll be really boring. It wasn't boring. I've won so many awards. Every radio station I've left, the listener figures have gone up because I know what's good. God, I wish I'd done that on Jack FM. That would have really pissed them off. John is wearing his big boy t-shirt. I was wearing mine yesterday. That was good.
Yeah.
If you're listening to the podcast, I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow, we do draw number 2, and if we're lucky, we might do draw number 3. Draw number 3 is a little bit different because that's the draw that had the Bret Michaels mask in. Oh, they watched Bret Michaels the TV series on Step Brothers.
Did they?
Yeah.
Rock of Love.
Oh, it's Dan says, I was entertained by the Katherine story arc going from unsure to telling you to lob the red cable in the bag. That is storytelling.
There you go. In America, that would have gone over 15 episodes.
Yeah. Genuinely, right, don't take the piss now.
You can't say that to me.
Give me your marks out of 10 for what we just did
I'll give
there.
it a solid 7.
That's not bad, is it? Right.
I thought it was going to be a 4.
I was going to say, when you heard it, you thought it was going to be a 4.
Yeah.
And it went up to a 7.
Yeah, it went from shit to okay.
What could I have done to have got it to an 8.6?
Not done it.
That's very philosophical. That's a philosophical question. Pody says, it's inspired me to throw out stuff I haven't used in 20 years, but will undoubtedly need in 2 weeks. I have already made peace with the fact I will need some of those cables before August is through.
Yeah, but you know, the thing is, I have a drawer full of cables, right? And when I need them, can I find the particular one I need? No, I always end up buying a new one. So why not just say, if I need another one, I'll buy another one.
Quiet Bloke says, I just threw a broken pencil in the bin. This stuff is catching.
Get you.
Honestly, that felt good. That felt really, really good. Partly because I know it was so entertaining. But David says, going through that bedside drawer will push it to a 9. I'm not.
You need a hazmat suit for that.
I'm not opening the bedside drawer. That is not for public
one of them
consumption.
incident tents.
Sophie says, I liked it. I can't throw stuff away quickly enough. I'm getting to the end of a bottle of Fairy.
Oh, I've started to feel a certain amount of satisfaction of actually, I can't throw things away that aren't broken, but if something gets broken or something gets used up, I'm like, yes. Is that weird?
No, it's great. Dan says, if you tried to put something too big for the bag and had to grab a bigger bag, that would have been a 9. Dave says, do you have a vinyl drawer? I'll bring a bag. You've had most of my records. The other day I was looking for that Carter box set, and then I remembered you had it. Visionary says, I'm assuming she means her bedside table is bad. Alan says, I lost 2 phones in the last 4 weeks. Feels similar. I bought a new phone. I went mid-range this time. Honestly,
Jim Adebo is reaching the end of a big aftershave. He loves that.
That makes me sad when I do that. I really try and shake it and get it.
I've got so many perfumes.
That felt good. There's still a couple of things that I didn't show you that I hung on to. A couple of chargers for camera batteries. I didn't show you. So I cheated a little bit.
Yeah.
Cheated a little bit. But it's performance, it's show business. What do you expect? 0203 286. Oh, what a beautiful empty drawer. Your turn tomorrow, drawer number 2. Here's a diary.
Uh-oh.
No, my diaries are functional. What year would this have been? I've got a diary from 2021.
It's largely empty.
10:30 meditation, college 6 p.m, 7 till 10 classic basic, 7 till 10 Friday September the 17th, 7 till 10 TLNA, then it's empty. Wednesday August 11th horse raiders.
Horse riding.
Horse riding.
5:30 psychiatrist, 6 p.m. college, horse riding.
Oh, I remember that. That was tough, that, because yeah.
Thursday, the 5th of August, 2021, Chesington.
Oh, that was when we were there for the week.
Yeah.
Sunday, the 1st of August, through to Friday, the 6th of August, Chesington. The boys, I have the boys on Saturday. This is going in the bin.
Sorry.
Memories.
There is a podcast series in this. There we go. Honestly, that felt good.
Good.
Good. First thing I've done in ages that made me feel like, yes, feeling good.
Taking back control.
Yeah. I've been feeling lousy since we got back from Japan, right? Because it's this thing that was at least 2 years in the planning. Someone said they heard me talking about it in 2018 that I wanted to take the boys there. And it was this big thing. And now it's done. And I can't believe how quickly it's done. And I can't think back on that holiday without crying. So I've not been thinking about it yet. I've not allowed myself the luxury of thinking about it. But man alive, I am miserable, primarily because of that. But also I just feel like, shit, full of anxiety today. Dan says, when I once came to the realisation I could just throw a ruined frying pan away rather than trying to scrub it, life has never been the
Yeah,
same.
I'm the same with baking tins.
Mike says, Ian, you should always do the show in that voice. It's hilarious. I've already forgotten what voice that was. So that is that.
It was a sad diary voice.
August the 2nd, children. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you're very welcome to. I have run out of things that I had planned to say.
The kids have been away this week, and it's allowed me to not have like biscuits and crap in the house. So I've been taking back control of the old. I'm not going to say diet in terms of a diet with a small D. So I've been eating really, really, really healthily, and I've discovered, ladies and gentlemen, overnight oats. Take a bow.
Talk to me about these overnight oats, because
so
you
good.
made some for me, and boy, oh boy, they were great.
They're really good. They're sort of puddingy, aren't they, rather than your actual like porridgey taste. I don't know what it's
What milk
called.
are you using?
Almond.
Okay.
Yeah. With those ones I made, you had a little bit of banana ground up in them. Yeah, so good. Anyway, so yeah, just because I've not got to run around after those kids, I've been able to do a little bit of meal prep myself, and I do like 2 jars at a time. So I've got tomorrow's and the day after's done, and then I can change it up. And I'm adding little bits and bobs to it now. I've got like chia seeds and flax seeds in there. Helps you keep regular and all that stuff.
I'm regular, baby.
Mwah.
I'm regular.
And then tonight, what we're having for tea?
I don't know. You've not told me.
Ratatouille and salmon.
There we go.
Yes, yes, yes.
Pody says, I think it's natural to feel a bit shit after doing something exciting.
It is.
Yeah, it is. And I knew there was going to be a massive come down. And I just felt absolutely awful. And then I finally got a picture of George commissioned from Fiona.
Yes.
Vamped Teas, isn't it?
Yes, Fiona Anderson.
Fiona Anderson, who's brilliant. She did a lovely picture of Velvet when Velvet died, and I got one of George, and I finally got it framed. It's because it's square. It was a pain in the arse to get a square frame, but I finally got one, and they framed it for me in the shop in Prince's Restaurant, and so I put that up today, and I had a good old cry about that, missing George. That still gets me quite a bit. So yeah, I feel really crap at the moment, but it'll pass. It'll pass. And I'm eating healthier. It's a tough one, isn't it, to maintain it? I got told before I went away that my cholesterol's like 7.8, and I think it's supposed to be 5 or below. So I got a bit worried about that, and then she went, "Oh, what medication are you on?" And I told her. She went, "Oh yeah, quetiapine. That's probably raised it quite a bit." Okay, thanks. But I've started on the statins, and I'm eating better, and I'm doing really, really well. It's difficult to maintain it. I've done a few kind of recipes, a nice, well, actually it was a bit bland, salmon and rice type thing. I did a lovely vegetarian chili with red lentils. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Red lentils. That was
Get
nice.
you.
Did that. That was nice.
You've just got to have I just planned for a couple of days.
This is it.
But too far ahead, and by the time you get there, you don't fancy it. I think
Yeah.
you just need to keep it just chugging along.
Porridge for breakfast, and then today I kind of took a step back, and I'm not beating myself up about it, but I found one of those Aldi McDonald's rip-offs in the fridge. I've had a bit too much toast, a bit too much butter on. That's okay. That's okay.
But we'll have a healthy one tonight.
We'll have a healthy one tonight, and it's been really tempting to get a pizza. Dave, you called me yesterday. I've just remembered. I think I might have either been watching TV or I was falling asleep. I can't remember. But you called me yesterday. I don't even know if you've left a message because I don't check my messages, but I will do. But I'll give you a call over the weekend. Hope it wasn't urgent. But yeah, so it's difficult. I'm finding changing that behaviour is trickier than I expected, but I have made huge steps forward in the last week.
Speaking of steps, that's what I'm using to keep myself on the straight and narrow with this.
Yeah.
Just today. Not today. I'm not going to have that today.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I haven't had since the kids have been away. Any midweek bottles of wine, anything like that. Not even in the house. Not even thought about it. So, progress. And it doesn't have to be perfection, but progress this week. I've done all right.
Yeah. Yeah, and that is it. And I feel I've made progress. I haven't had I've really fancied a pizza or a Chinese. I haven't had one. I will have those at some point.
At some point, but not today.
Not ruling that out at all. And I had 3 days of eating really well. and then a couple of half days of eating well and they're not, that's okay. Progress, not perfection.
Yeah.
It's a marathon, not a sprint. At least I hope it's a marathon. That's why I'm changing my dietary habits.
I find I eat the worst when I've not thought about what I'm doing. So you just grab, right? So you get to a point where you're just hungry and you throw the cupboard open and go, right, what are we going to have? Or worse, you're out and about and you think, right, I'm just going to grab something.
Yep.
Because then you just, you kind of choose blindly, don't you? Rather than planning what you're doing. So I'm just trying to keep doing that, you know, and I'm looking forward to starting work and having structure there as well, and having to think ahead and
Yep.
pack a sandwich or pack a salad or whatever for my lunch. You get 20 minutes these days, you know, for your lunch break at school.
Hambo says, do you have air fryers? Good or a gimmick? Excellent.
Oh my God, air fryers are a game changer.
Wood says,
I actually would really like a double drawer now.
okay, we'll go for it.
Well, I will do it at some point.
Point. Wood says, fuck's sake, I'm literally on my way to collect pizza. Enjoy your pizza.
Yeah.
This is not about guilting anyone else. I'm going to have a pizza at some point soon. It's not about guilting anybody or anything like that. I just want to get my cholesterol down a little bit. I don't really know how quick or how well statins work. Well, I'm going to have a blood test in 3 months and we'll see. I also want to change the way I live. I don't want to have a heart attack or a stroke. If I can do stuff that reduces that, and I'm going to do more exercise, and by exercise for me, I just mean walking. And I haven't done it yet. I will start it soon. I've done a little bit. I just want to go for a walk, 45 minutes, hour, maybe an hour and a half each day, every other day. That's what exercise means to me. I ain't going to go to the gym. I'm not doing that shit. Never go. Oh, I bought a skipping rope, right? When I was in Japan, I thought, I'm going to do some skipping.
Like Rocky.
And have you tried to skip as an old person? It is so difficult. You weigh so heavy. Mm-hmm. You can't go up in the air.
Your foot drags as well.
You can't go up in the air.
I was doing playground skipping. I thought, I can remember the motion. I can definitely do this. So he passed me the skipping rope. I was thinking, here we go. I'm going to show him how it's done. Got my first leg over. I was doing that one where you sort of...
You did what?
My first leg over. But the other one dragged and caught on the back. Yeah. Can't do it. I can't do a cartwheel anymore. I used to be brilliant at them. Can't do handstands against the wall anymore. I used to be brilliant at that. I used to be able to get a tennis racket over my head and round the back without letting go of it.
Wondered where that was going. I used to be able to skip, and I thought, you know what, I'll get the skipping rope, and if I can do 15 seconds a day and then get up to 30 seconds, then get up to a minute, I couldn't do one skip. Couldn't do one. I did one skip, right, and I thought I was going to take him crashing down into the earth. I was exhausted from one skip. Hambo says, do you drive? Yep. Always New Depths. You said about a diary podcast. There is one called Verbal Diarrhea. 3 guys reading the diaries. 1999, 2009, currently mid-2000, where Pokemon stay. I'm going to a Pokemon event on Sunday.
Are you?
Yeah. I think it's near where you live, Joe. But I don't really know what it is. My youngest sort of wanted to go, you have to buy tickets, it costs a bloody fortune. I did say, look, this is the last thing I can really spend money on for a while, because Pokemon Go Fest, it's near where you are, Joe, but it doesn't say... Afternoon Park Experience, North Entrance. It doesn't say where it is. I don't really know what it is. You're going Saturday. What is it, Dave? Because I don't really know what it is. I've got no idea what it is. Lots of the boys. Here's the thing. When we went to Japan, the boys were blown away by how busy Pokemon Go was, how many stops there were, how many gyms, how many people were playing. And we were met at the airport by my friend Shinomi, who is, I would guess, mid-40s, very quiet, really lovely woman. And they were talking about Pokemon Go, and she went, and her English wasn't great, and she went, Pokemon Go. And then she showed them, she plays Pokemon Go, and they went, oh my God, you're level 48. And they were blown away. And for a little while, I was a little bit pissed off that all the time they were playing Pokemon Go. And then like 2-3 days into it, it hit me. That's what they want to do. That is totally cool that that's what they want to do. And this is a great experience for them because they love Pokemon Go and it's so busy and there are so many people, and you go into a gym and the gym is full. You go into a gym here, there's 2 other people, and it's like, and I got it. That's what they wanted to do. Here we go. Dave's going to explain to me what this Pokemon thing is I'm doing on Sunday. Dave!
Hello.
What is this Pokemon thing I'm doing on Sunday?
So it's Pokemon Go Fest.
Yeah.
So basically, in the park.
Is it? And it's Brockwell Park, is it?
Brockwell Park.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you've got the afternoon one.
We got Sunday afternoon in Brockwell Park, yes.
Yeah, because I stupidly booked the Saturday morning in the park, which means I then worked out I needed to be in London for 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So I'm actually staying over.
Okay, all right. Now, those tickets ain't cheap, right? 33 quid a pop.
Yeah, I mean, have you actually got a Pokemon Go account?
Yes, I have. Shut up, man. Yes, of course I have.
I was going to say, because otherwise, yeah, you can just get them free.
What?
Yeah, the tickets are just to make the extra stuff appear in the game. Anyone can just walk into the park. So you could have gone in with the kids, like, for nothing.
Oh, so I've spent £99 when I could have. I'm cool with that. Yeah, I'm cool.
Sounds
but
fine.
I do have a Pokemon account.
You can
Add
catch
me.
more Pokemon.
Dadster Lee. I'm Dadster Lee, guys. Everyone, come and add me. Okay, so what is it?
So, in the park during that time, there will be more Pokemon to catch. There will be special events going on. There will be special Pokemon, and you just play Pokemon in the park. That's kind of
for £100.
Well, you have paid for 3 of you.
Here's the thing I know, right? It won't be as busy as good as it was in Tokyo.
How could it be?
It won't be as good as it was in Tokyo.
No, and there's actually the Tokyo one. It is tomorrow.
Yeah, I saw that.
On
And
Friday.
there's one in Korea as well. Okay, do you know what?
The thing they always trouble with though is the signal, because
Too many
anytime
people are
they put
there.
them in America. Yeah, so they have to put up masks and then they fail.
Yeah,
So
this is what I said. You know that the internet there is going to be absolute crap, and it will keep crashing. Okay, so and it all happens in the park, because I read something about you. They want you to walk around London as well, or something.
Yeah, so you've got the morning you can do whatever you want in Greater London, and you
Very
get
kind
extra
of them.
stuff as well.
Yeah.
And then in the afternoon you're in the park. Whereas
Okay.
me on Saturday, I've got the park in the morning, and then the afternoon, if I'm walking around London, I get extra stuff in my game.
And how? So something will appear on my screen, will it?
So you know, like when you're walking about and Pokemon pop up,
Yeah.
because you've got the ticket, you will get special Pokemon pop up that if you didn't have the ticket wouldn't appear.
All right. Okay. I'm up for that. I'm cool with that.
And you get other bonuses and things.
All right. Someone's playing a trumpet. All right. No, do you know what? I'm up for that. The boys love it. I do think they will be slightly disappointed after the excitement of playing it in Tokyo, and my friend Shinomi being level 48. Even I won a gym battle because there were so many other people doing it. All right. That sounds. No, do you know what? That sounds good. The boys know this is the last spend up of Clearline. Thank you for the gift in the sub. This is the last spend up of 2023. I'm up for that. It sounds like it's going to be good.
I'll give you a report back on Saturday. The thing is, I'll probably get mine wrong. I'll mess mine up and be ready for you on the Sunday.
Absolutely perfect. This is what we want. This is what we want. And did you?
I'll be the guinea pig.
And did you call me for anything? Is everything okay when you called me?
No, I just need bail. That was all. It was fine. I was just driving home, and I thought, I've not spoken to you since you got back from
driving home
Japan.
for Christmas.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm sorry.
The people don't need to know what we talk about, right?
Yeah, screw those guys.
Off air.
All right, man. Thank you for those tips. I wish you the best of luck. You got to catch them all.
I will certainly try.
All right, nice one, man. Thank you. Yeah, had I known it was that expensive, that's what it was, I would have, But that is my last spend up of the year, and I've said to the boys, this is it now. We ain't spending anything else. I will be getting the Oculus 3 when it comes out. However, I have sold a few things to make that. It's a great way of making money. Sold my Oculus 2, sold a couple of other bits and pieces. That money is now ring fenced. Who needs Rare Monkeys stuff? I don't need Rare Monkey stuff. It's gone. It's gone. Making memories.
Let someone else have the thrill of owning
Yeah.
it for a bit.
Totes.
I love Vinted at the moment.
Go on, talk to me about the Big V. Oh, didn't mean that. Didn't
Not
mean
that
that
big.
at all.
I just like the idea of, I've had a load of things in my cupboard that were bought for us doing shows that never happened and stuff,
Yeah.
and posh frocks that will no longer fit me, and because it's like 3 years on, and still with the tags in that have been making me feel guilty. But now I like the idea, I put them on Vinted and they end up being someone's best frock and they get them for a bargain. It's nice to see them have a new lease of life. I've also started a little project, courtesy of Vinted,
Project V.
for Little Lynn's birthday.
Oh.
Because you know she's a massive Swiftie.
I've heard this, yes.
So I bought, for 15 quid, I got an old 90s denim Levi's jacket.
Yeah.
And I'm customising it to be like a Taylor Swift jacket. I've got like all these little sort of, I'll show you when it's done. But that's what I'm working on at the moment. And I'm finding it quite exciting. But I also like the fact that I've taken this jacket that was bought in like 1994 and given it a new lease of life.
Yeah.
It's going to be someone's like best thing. And I know my youngest is the sort of kid who, she's still at that stage of, she's just about to turn 12, so she's not quite at the stage where the worst thing your friends can say to you is, oh, what are you wearing? Something different, right? Her friends will still be into it. It's going to have like a whole sort of little gemstones on it and stuff, a little bit ornate round here, big picture of Taylor Swift on the back. She is going to be the king of the world for the day, and so I can't wait for that. I cannot wait for that. So yeah, I like the fact that it was an old battered up jacket and now it's going to be someone's best.
I have no idea for your birthday. I was going to give you that nice kimono as a birthday present. Can I still do that?
Yeah.
Can I have it back?
Yeah, I'll pretend I've forgotten it.
Okay. I really got no idea. I'm normally excellent at birthday and Christmas presents. Was it last birthday or last Christmas I got you ABBA? That was last birthday.
Yeah.
I ain't got no money
incredible.
this year.
No, well, I'm skint and all.
See, I was going to say how about a meal, but that's...
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do that.
But is my fear about going out for meals for birthdays and stuff is that feeding, pun intended, is that feeding into my bad eating habits?
But we can still treat ourselves now and again, can't we?
Do you want to go to that nice...
Jamaican place.
Oh, okay, we can go there. Or there was that nice Chinese place, or Asian place, excuse me, where they sang Happy Birthday. We went there for your last birthday. They sang Happy Birthday
noodles.
to you. Where do you...
Yeah, I fancy going to Caribbean place.
Let's go to the Caribbean place.
Yeah,
Lulu
yeah.
says make something. It's 9 days visionary. This is August the 12th.
The 12th, the glorious 12th.
All right, let's go there. We're both
Yeah.
on a little bit of a little budget this time round. Nice
Yeah,
one.
I don't want a healthy food place, Hambo, but nice thought.
Yeah.
Let's just go and have a night.
Lulu says I'm getting an inflatable dinosaur outfit for my 60th.
Oh, I like those.
Do Kath a mixtape. I've been thinking, I've got all these great ideas of things to make. We started doing a Lost podcast. We did one episode and we were going to do a Lost podcast and we were going to record 12 and then put it out. And then we didn't get any further with it, even though it sounded great. And I've thought about a couple of ideas I've had is
90 Day Fiancé.
Oh, we'll talk about that in a minute. But I got bought a really lovely 60s cassette recorder for my birthday by one of my friends. And I was going to make and sell personalized
Bespokes,
cassettes.
yeah.
Just be me talking for 90 minutes or an hour and sell those. I was also going to do, Mark Watson's got a book out. He's a great comedian. And I've just ordered it. And his book, I think, from what I can gather, is about his disappointment at not becoming quite as famous or as successful as he was hyped to be at the beginning. And I had the same agent as him, and he was really being pushed as the next big thing. And while he's been incredibly successful, he never quite became the next big thing. And I read a tweet somewhere that implied to me this book started off as just like an audio book, just like him talking. And I was thinking of doing that because that would be really easy to do. And I've got all of these ideas for making stuff. And I don't have the drive to make stuff. I don't have the drive to make stuff. I bought a lovely Commodore 64 that's preloaded with a load of games. I thought, oh, that'll be fun to stream with that. And I haven't. I was thinking, why haven't I streamed with it? And I've played it. It's good fun. Why haven't I streamed it? Oh, because I don't want to make stuff anymore. The desire for me to create has shrunken, and I don't really have it anymore.
Is it because your outlet is elsewhere now?
I just don't think... I have nothing to prove.
Yeah.
Is part of it. I have... No, it's not an ADHD thing, and it's not a you'll get there thing at all. Au contraire. It feels like I've kind of moved into a completely different part of my life where I've got all these creative ideas, but I have no desire to do them.
Yeah.
And it's not like I'm sat there going, oh shit, I wish I could do this. It's like, oh, that's a good idea. Well, I don't fancy doing it. And it feels really good. At some point, this will stop. We're carrying on doing this until next year. I think maybe around March, we're going to have a little look at what we're doing. And maybe we'll go down to one show. There's talk about maybe March or April. Maybe we go down to one show a week and see how that goes, because, we've got to see how doing the shows will fit in with Catherine's job. It fits in with mine. But Thursdays are a little bit tricky because I've got 4 clients and I finish at 6 o'clock and then blah, blah, blah. So maybe we're going to carry on for a while. So don't worry about that. Do sign up for the Patreon. If you want to support us, patreon.com/Iain and Katherine. If you're listening to the podcast, patreon.com/IAIM. And Katherine with a K. The link is about to appear in the chat. Please go and have a look at that. $4.99 a month. At the moment gets you 2, thank you Richard, gets you 2 shows a week generally that you can watch live, you can watch back later, or you can listen to, and well over 2,000 hours of stuff. So please support the Patreon, because if it goes, then we'll finish earlier. Yeah. But we're certainly planning to carry on as we are at the moment until March of next year. And then we'll have a chat, and maybe we go down to 1 a week, I think is a potential plan we've come up with. And at some point, this will stop. Not for a good while, don't worry. But at some point, this will stop. And this is nice doing this. I really enjoy doing this. It's nice getting to hang out with you. It's nice hanging out with you guys. We talk about the community that we have created, and it's still a thrill and a gas to be a part of it. And I'm still blown away that people will come and watch us for free. People will pay us or whatever.
It's already evolved from how it started on here, isn't it? Remember during lockdown, you were our place to be for a long time, and you kept us going as much as vice versa, I'm sure. So, and the show changes, the show, because we're mostly behind Patreon now, it's become a little bit more kind of intimate and more of a clubby feel than we had before. But it will change again.
John says, being a patron has helped my mental health. John has completely changed his life, literally moved to another country. And if we paid even a tiny part of that, stuff like that is amazing. And I will never, I will never not be touched by people sharing what John has just shared with us. And we get loads of emails from people as well. So that stuff always blows me away. So we'll see where it goes. We're definitely going to keep doing this as we're doing it until March of next year.
Well, from my point of view, I'm starting the teaching job, but because of the place I'm teaching at, they actually want me to carry on doing something, actively broadcasting, right? So this scratches that itch for them too. So please don't think that because I'm getting a new job in September that this is the kind of inevitable me withdrawing, because that's not it at all. But it's just a matter of what fits in with both of us.
Also, you talked about being off Twitter. I found myself in Japan when I should have been having an amazing time. I found myself doing this long chain of tweets about Jack FM being sold off. And I remember walking down the street thinking, this is not normal behaviour. I'm in my favourite place. I've got 2 of my favourite people here. It's fucking hot. It was like, it got to 39 degrees at one point. We climbed a mountain at 34 degrees. That was 9 o'clock in the morning. And I was thinking, this is not normal. I have to continue. I'm choosing to continue this thread. I am feeling compulsed, and this is not normal. So I deleted Twitter pretty soon after that. And I look at it on my browser, but you will have noticed I've hardly tweeted. The last few things I've tweeted are any ideas on a record player. There was something else I was asking advice for, and something else. But all of the tweets are I'm having a nice meal. All of that stuff I've stopped doing. And I really wanted to tweet this week about feeling lousy and stuff. And I thought no. And so I've hardly been tweeting. And it's whetted my appetite for disappearing.
Here's the thing. And it's something I've noticed. There's TikTok. I've been completely sucked in by.
Thank you, Iain Lee.
While I'm withdrawing from Twitter, I've been sucked into TikTok, and there is a whole sphere in TikTok of TikTok lives, of people living out their drama online, right? And these people are, for the most part, man, I don't know how much of it is true and how much it isn't, but they talk about, their mental health problems and stuff, and they act them out. They have these crises in front of everybody. And of course, it being a largely faceless kind of environment, and there's a lot of kids on there, but there's also a fair lot of adults who should know better. They stoke them, right? So it's like being at the zoo and people being poked, right? These people are, for some of them, they're actually on the edge, and you get the feeling that, no, I'm being too kind. People enjoy tormenting them on there. And there's one particular person on there who is going through it at the moment, and they do offer themselves up repeatedly. But do you know what it is? I see in them what I've seen as a producer for years and years and years. Some people perform because that's where they get their sense of self-esteem from, or they think that's where they get it from, right? Because that is fleeting. Whatever it is that you're dealing with, that you're asking for someone to love you past it, is still going to be there once they stop clapping for you, right? And this person, on a good day, feels like, oh, they're all taking the piss out of me. Well, at least they're watching me. But on a bad day, that is pushing them and pushing them and pushing them. And it's awful. It's absolutely awful. And it got me to think about my relationship with social media and the fact that all of us, to some extent, me getting flipping teary because Linda Carter liked and retweeted something of mine and then followed me, right? That was a big deal for me. But for the most part, I don't think Twitter is very good for me.
No.
And I'm not sharing anything massively personal on there. Some people do share really personal stuff on there. But I've always been really careful about boundaries in broadcasting. And with Twitter, thankfully, I've always done that as well, for the most part. And the times when I've got really pissed off with someone on Twitter is because it's usually because I'm pissed off with myself for feeling irritated or losing my rag with someone, or rising to the bait or whatever it might be. So basically what I'm saying is Twitter is, as long as you're using it and it's not using you, great. But actually, do any of us need it?
I think the change to X, I have no...
They do not give a shit about homophobia or anything like that anymore. The things I've reported that have been clear-cut cases of people abusing their system, and they don't give a shit anymore.
That stuff doesn't bother me so much. For some reason, I'm not anti-Musk or anything. I just for some reason, since the branding change, I don't like the look of it, which is nastier. So facile. Maybe it has. I don't know. But I was out in the garden today. I had a little break between clients, and I just went out and had a pot of coffee and was listening to the computer game show. And my phone was there, and I picked my phone up. Thought, I'm going to look at Twitter, and I went, I don't need to. I have no idea what James Fox's nephew or son or whatever he is up to. I've got no idea. I don't know what any of these people are doing. And oh my God, I feel better.
Yeah.
I sent when this Dan Wootton stuff was breaking, I sent a tweet to Mark Dolan going, when are you going to be reporting on this, Mark? After the whole Hugh Edwards thing. And 20 minutes later, I thought, what the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? Does this improve my life? No. And I've stopped. Who knows? I may swing back at some point, like the food thing. It's, but at the moment I have no interest in it. And it's, for me, it's part of this not feeling the need to create stuff and thinking, oh shit, I could disappear.
Yeah.
What would that be like? Because I've been famous for the last 26 years, right? In one way or another. And I'm not really famous now. But, people still recognise me and stuff like that. What would it be like to not be that? It's interesting, isn't it? For me.
Yeah. All sorts. I just retweet people I agree with. I try to flag up the things I like rather than the opposite, right? Sometimes you feel like, am I not joining in? Am I being cowardly? Should I be standing up for more? I tend to think, I've got a little John Ronson on my shoulder since reading that you've been publicly shamed. Do I need to add my voice to this? Do I need to? Will it make any difference? Will it make me a better person? Will it make someone else a better person? Will it win someone over? Very few people get won over by arguing on Twitter. Very few. You know, and coming back to the TikTok thing, I actually ended up messaging that person on TikTok and trying to say to them, listen, I get what you're trying to do and I get how addictive it is, but this is no good for you at all.
Did they listen?
I don't know if they've even seen my message, but I felt I had to say something. As an adult on there,
Yeah.
watching this horrible... It's only going to end one way. It's only going to end one way. It's awful.
I am taking the TENS machine off. I didn't feel any back pain while it was on.
That's
Who
really
knows?
interesting.
Who knows? We will. I'm not saying it's because of this. We will conduct more experiments. You will be the first of my peers. Before I send it to the Lancet, I will be sharing it with you guys.
Wood Day 83, I've just bought that. Is that good? The John Ronson book, I think, is great. It made me think about things a lot differently. And it's not very long either. If, like me, you've got a lack of concentration at the moment.
So there we go. So
that's Twitter sorted, everyone.
That's Twitter sorted. That's a little glimpse into... well, Lulu says, chuffed, obviously muscular. No. No. We don't know. I think it is muscular. I think that's what the X-ray said. But we don't know that from just one session with the TENS machine. Sometimes my back settles a little bit. Maybe it was just that. Who knows? We're gonna do more experiments. Yeah, the John Ronson books are all a treat. Definitely. If you've never read them, I'm envious of you discovering them for the first time.
I have made a John Ronson poster for my classroom at school. That's how brilliant he is.
We've been in John Ronson's apartment in New York, but don't tell him.
I've stroked his dog.
Don't tell him. So that's where we are. That's our thinking. We're loving doing this. And also, to be completely blunt, neither of us could survive at the moment without the Patreon money. If we're completely honest, neither of us could survive with it. I'm having the time of my life counselling, if that doesn't sound too contradictory, considering what we're doing. But it don't pay.
No.
So both of us need the money from the Patreon, being completely blunt. However, we're not doing it solely for the money from Patreon. We're doing it. That plays a big part. We're also doing it because we enjoy doing it. We get to hang out, which is nice. We get to hang out with you. I think some of the shows behind the paywall are some of the best stuff we've ever done. I love the £20 Zoom meetings that we are doing. And we need to get one in the diary for this month. I love all of that stuff. So, there you go. Jibble says, are you exercising, Ian? Very careful Bulgarian split squats. Right. Well, let's go onto YouTube and let's see a Bulgarian... Was it split squat?
Split squat, not a squat squat.
A Bulgarian split splat. Right, hang on.
Splish blosh.
Right.
The flies are coming in.
Right, so we go to YouTube.
Flies.
What was it? Thank you, Ian.
Bulgarian split squat.
Bulgarian split squat. All right. You know there is no chance I'm going to be able to do this.
There's a little tutorial at the top.
Which one?
There.
This
Way
one?
too long. This
What?
nice lady with the purple leggings.
Where? Oh, her.
Third
Bulgarian
along.
split squat.
The Bulgarian split squat is a fantastic exercise for lower body strength and muscle development. But it's also notoriously easy to mess up.
So she's
First
cheating.
problem we see is the stance length is never the same for a lot of people. They either go way too long like this, or you'll see people do a really narrow stance Bulgarian split squat. So how do you fix that? Take one foot, put it out front, stand up, put your back foot up on the bench, and now you can perform the squat, the exact same stance every single.
Okay.
Seems simple enough. What could possibly go wrong?
Okay, we'll do a split squat.
You're going to put your foot on.
So what do I do?
Put your foot on the chair. We need something a little bit more firm than that. Maybe on the arm of the chair. I think you need to stand out a little bit further. There we go. Yeah. And then...
Oh, far! Oh! All right, let's do the other. My balance is gone.
Keep looking ahead rather than looking down. And your back straight. There you go.
Whoever suggested that, time them out.
Torture.
Time them out. That ain't happening.
Those darn Bulgarians strike again.
That ain't happening. No, you didn't, BAPT. That ain't happening. I just squat.
Squit squat.
Squit squat. Ha ha. I'm gonna do another one of those ADHD
workshops
that I did. I'm gonna put it out on Twitter next week. I did one last. Really out of breath. We did one before and it was
good. You really enjoyed that, didn't you?
I loved it. And we're having a little reunion on Tuesday. If anyone's interested, let me put my email. Hello at IainLeeCounselling.com. It's going to be 5 sessions. It's £160. 5 sessions, 5 1-hour sessions. Generally on a Tuesday evening, sort of 7 o'clock, probably going to start in September. The first one was a huge success. There's only 10 spaces. And the first one was great. This one's a little bit more condensed. There was a little bit of wiggle room. So this one's a little bit more condensed. 5 sessions, 10 people, £160. That's £40. No, it's not even £40 a session. It's less.
Right.
It's less.
And from that, they get a sense of not being the odd one out anymore.
There's a sense of identification you get with people. We talk about behaviours. I point out some behaviours that maybe you didn't know could be your ADHD. We talk about medication, diagnosis, talk about looking back at our past and being able to make peace with our past by recognising that we were not in control of some of the stuff that we were doing. We make peace with the wreckage of our past.
Do you look at the differences between ADHD as it manifests in men and women?
No.
Okay. Because it is different in women, right?
It is different. There are differences. I don't know enough about it to incorporate that. I don't know. Anyway, if you're interested, David says the Slant of That Smile box set that is making me itch.
There.
Unlucky. If you're interested, hello at IainLeeCounselling.com. If you're listening to the podcast, 10 spaces. I'm going to tweet it next week. Probably start this. I would imagine probably the second week of September, but that is not set in stone. That's not set in stone. And the first one was great. We had 10 people and we had a lovely time, and they have now formed, I believe they formed their own little community. I think there's a WhatsApp group with them, and we're sort of having a class reunion on Tuesday. And who knows? Maybe no one will come back. Maybe that was all it was for those 10 people, and maybe no one else wants to sign up. That's absolutely fine. If that's the case, if it exists once, that's great. I suspect it's a thing that I can do 3-4 times a year. I found it very helpful. Anyway, it's nice, and it's a lovely thing. And if anyone is interested, hello at IainLeeCounselling.com is the thing. It's 25 minutes to 10. We might watch some stuff in a bit. We're back tomorrow night, but we're doing like a radio show on Twitch, 9 o'clock until midnight. There'll be you won't see us. Probably be a blank screen. Maybe we'll play some, I always tend to play Hell's a Poppin'. Maybe we'll play some psychedelic kind of stuff going on. And it'll just be us chatting. Hopefully, you guys calling in. We played some of the, Pody says, I enjoyed the last radio style show. Looking forward to it. Yeah, we really enjoyed it. You heard some of my old LBC stuff earlier on. You're aware we talked about some of the talk radio stuff. Who knows? Maybe we'll get some of those type of phone calls tomorrow. You want to play stuff down the phone. You want to phone up and do silly voices. You want to do some of the catchphrases. Tomorrow night is the night to do it. Or you just want to phone up and have a chat. Tomorrow night is the night to do it. Let's try and capture some of that magic from the old 3 counties, the old talk radio, the old LBC. Let's try and capture a little bit of that magic, because will we hear the cables going into a bag? There will be cable clearage. That was better than you thought, right? It was better than you thought.
Couldn't really have been worse.
Exactly. Whoa. There is no radio I like listening to anymore. I listen to a bit of James O'Brien. I like James.
I do.
But I don't listen to too much. And I found myself getting up a bit early and hearing a bit of Nick Ferrari before. Oh, it's so depressing. I love it when he rims Rishi. Sorry, when he interviews, he calls him Mr. Sunak. Does he call? He doesn't say Sunak. Sunak.
Like rhymes with the tea cakes.
Yeah. Well, you got Mr. Sunak. Is that how he says it? I bet
he doesn't call him sport. I bet he calls him sir.
He has a different tier for whether he's talking to a common man, a man of colour, or a posh man. Let me.
What about women? How does he refer to them?
Scott knows.
Madam?
Scott, we're doing the show now for about another 20 minutes, so you may not get this. Can you give me and so this will be played on the show, if not tonight, then tomorrow. Can you give me the words that Nick Ferrari uses when he speaks to a common man, a man of colour, and a posh man? And also, what does he do when he speaks to ladies? Scott will know. He doesn't tend to reply to me in the evening. It's almost like he's got a life.
He's got a life there.
But there's sport. There's my friend. There's sir. He does all these things. Anyway, there is no radio I like listening to. I do. I like listening to crap comedies from the 90s on 4Extra. Dave and I will often text each other about some rubbish we've heard. But there's.
I tell you what, I completely inhaled a podcast called Witch on BBC Sounds.
Oh, I heard a bit of that in the car the other day.
I really, really enjoyed it. It's about, it goes a little bit into the history of witches and people who weren't actually witches, but just were...
They didn't burn them?
They didn't. They sometimes burnt what was left of them. They strangled them first, normally. There was I think there were some burnings in Scotland, but for the most part, you got strangled then thrown on the fire, which is nice of them. And also when you recognise that none of those people were actually witches.
Very quickly, sorry, we just missed a tip from Gibbles, who gave £10, £5 per leg on your Bulgarian squid splat.
Thank you, Gibbles.
Thank you, Gibbles AP. That's very kind. Jo says she's enjoying which 2 episodes in. Sorry,
really
I interrupted.
So it goes into a bit of the history and talks about the sort of people who were probably under suspicion of being witches and how it came about. A lot of it was about not wanting women to get together and talk to each other, which is commune with each other. But also it speaks to modern day witches, people who either do call themselves witches or who are members of different pagan type orders. And I just I found it really, really interesting. As someone who is generally quite a cynical person, I got quite a lot of it. This idea that when we're kids we're all a bit magical. We all believe in magic. We all believe that we can move things. Or we can fly, or why wouldn't we be able to do this stuff? And life kind of drains that out of us bit by bit, doesn't it, for the most part? Although I did have this one granddad who still believed in it. Yeah, he made me believe all that stuff was entirely possible. Those grown-ups are really important, aren't they? And really special. But for the most part, we lose our magic as we grow up. But there are some people who believe that that's real. Those magical thoughts when we're kids are what it's all about. Going out and collecting sticks and making little sort of camps and things like that, and being in nature is all it all taps into something more mysterious and mystical than we realise.
The bit I heard I enjoyed. I don't have any room for any new podcasts at the moment. I'm full.
I started listening to the Battersea podcast in bed last night.
The Battersea Poltergeist.
Yeah,
yeah, it's good, that, isn't it?
Yeah, but it was too. I mean, again,
It's
I don't
good,
believe
that.
in that stuff, but it was too spooky, so I had to turn it off and then listen to a bit of old John Ronson instead.
Me and my youngest got well into that. That's why we went and stayed in a haunted apartment in York, because of that podcast. He's doing like a live tour at some point as well, so we're up for that.
But the witch thing, again, taps into... Everyone thinks that they have shared all these ideas of magic and that there might be something else, but actually, who wants to... If someone were to say to you, take a picture of someone you love very much and go into a room in the dark and say... and wish ill on them and burn it, would you want to do it? Most of us would not want to do it. That suggests that within human beings, there is something primal that says... we don't want to mess with that stuff. What are you doing?
I'm going to take a picture and go and burn it.
No!
Why?
Because you wouldn't care.
John has tipped us 250 rupees. Thank you, John.
Oh, thank you.
And I just missed it. Someone was saying they like the Chatterbix, Trusty NYC, like cracking Chatterbix episode. Thank you very much. They cut a bit out of it. I was talking about how I resented Ricky Gervais. And of course, they're good friends with Ricky Gervais.
Yeah. And they work with him.
But it was interesting because it was about me resenting him. It wasn't about them. And there was a little bit of talk where we were recording it. And I said, look, if you want to cut that out, cut that out. And they said, yeah, I think we might do. So it's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
But I listened to the whole thing and I really enjoyed it. I thought you sounded great.
Oh, I was nervous about that one. I
knew that you weren't in a massively brilliant place when you went and did it. But actually, you sounded great.
I was nervous about that. I've turned down a few other podcast things. What I'm finding really empowering is I had asked me to be on his podcast, and I wrote back saying, look, I'm really busy, and I'm not in a position to I'm saying no to any podcasts that aren't paid.
Yeah.
So if there's a fee, then I'll be able to do it. And if there's not, I'm afraid I won't be able to do it.
Mm.
And that feels really empowering. And people are cool with that.
Oh, Happy Shark, I see you're there. Clinton Baptiste is going to the Bear Club, I see.
Oh.
Is it this month?
Happy Shark says, I think that bit about Gervais went out when they put it on their Patreon a few weeks ago. Did it?
There's a bit of talk about Gervais, but not that bit, I don't think.
I thought they cut it out of there when I was speaking about being resentful about him. Maybe, I don't know. I asked someone who'd listened to it on the Patreon and they said it wasn't necessarily there. And I'm really bored talking about mental health on podcasts. I'm bored of it. And that's okay.
But that's your specialist subject now.
Yeah. And did Adrian Allen get back to you? I'm a bit bored about talking about mental health and stuff. So, but again, if someone comes and says, here's 150 quid so we can talk to you for an hour about mental health. Yeah, sure, I'd do it. I'd do it. But October for Clinton, let me know if you guys want to come down. Jesus, I've seen that guy so many times. I'd probably love to. Anyways, we were talking about podcasts and stuff. I don't know why we were talking about podcasts and stuff. Jeff's in the house. Funnily enough, Jess, I was wondering about getting some new graphics done. But again, it's that I keep having these ideas and I keep feeling, we should do this, we should do that. But actually, there's no need. We'll see what happens.
Well, it'll soon be time to use the Halloween one again. That was good, wasn't it?
What was good?
The Halloween one that Jeff made.
I've deleted all of those things.
What?
Yeah, here we go. That was the Halloween titles. Yeah, I think a lot of that stuff. Some of it got deleted by accident. Sorry, Jeff. Yeah, some of it got deleted by accident. I was clearing out some files, and anyway, stuff went. So it might be somewhere on the computer, but I wouldn't have a clue what.
It was in that drawer. It's been binned.
There's a Halloween quiz. What's this? TLNA Halloween quiz. Who wrote this? Someone wrote this.
It smacks of Jimbo, but maybe it's someone else.
In which modern-day country would you find Transylvania? Is it A, Bulgaria, B, Romania, C, Hungary?
I am actually quite hungry.
I'm starving. Do I need to put the oven on?
No, it'll be dead quick.
Sweet as a nut.
Yeah.
Sweet as a nut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Jeff, we were talking about how I don't have the drive to make stuff anymore. Because I keep thinking, I wouldn't mind streaming some games.
Just play a game.
Yeah, just play a game. I was playing the Commodore 64 and I bought it in part thinking, I'll stream that, it'll be fun. And then I played it and went, this is fun. This is fun without the streaming. It's who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, radio shit is what we were talking about. That was it. I knew we were
to find
meandering.
Something you like listening to. Podcasts are the way forward for me, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Bezik's going in October, but I don't really listen to Bezik anymore. It's not really working, is it?
What was that one that was about with the counselling? It's like a live counselling session that you showed me.
What one was that?
Wasn't there a woman, a female counsellor doing one? I think American.
Iain Lee attends ITV Palooza at the Royal Festival Hall. What?
No, that's that lad that looks like you.
No, but this is what Great British Getty Images is saying. Shit! Oh no, it's a joke. One of those joke ones.
Yeah.
I'll have some of that. I'll have some of that. No, I won't. I don't need to get involved. I don't need to just talking about. Look, this is what someone's tweeted. It's very funny. It's very funny.
And that kid does look like you.
Iain Leoten's. It's funny, but I'm better looking than him. Better looking than him. And I nearly retweeted it saying, yeah, it was a good night. I don't need to. I don't need to. Don't need to get involved with any of this. None of this is my business anymore. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Yeah. I mean, look at Wilco's is closing down. The Sting trainers, Danny Baker.
There's a nice thing on my feed if you want to have a look at it. It's Alanis Morissette and singing Mandinka for Sinead O'Connor.
Oh, okay, let's have some of that. I did actually like a couple of things that we can have a little look at. Hang on, so bottom left. Where am I going?
Continue, there it is.
Here we go. What is this?
So finally, someone paying tribute to Sinead O'Connor with it's the Foo Fighters with Alanis Morissette, Fuji Rock Festival.
I'm going to say it, Alanis Morissette is fucking great. Then he goes, oh, it was all serious. There was some, I thought there was something else. Oh, this is great. This is from Bob Stanley tweeted this. The Beatles.
Yesterday's a lovely one.
The Beatles gave us all their songs.
Yesterday's a lovely one.
Like all the others they have done.
Like all the others. By the way, fair play. They're playing Ludo there.
Why has he got a sun visor on? Oh, because he's got the money.
Beatles songs we knew by heart.
What's it? The Beatles songs we knew by heart.
Something apart.
I wonder, is there a song that ends with art? Maybe they'll just say it was art.
In music they could work it out.
They could work it out.
Oh, okay.
Art.
Ooh, we love to hear them shout. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Should have had another year on it.
All the kids were humming on.
All the kids were humming on.
Would hum along.
Okay.
A hard day's night just all alone. Grandma said they're not bad. Go ahead. Beatles.
Grandma said they're not bad.
Go ahead, Beatles. Why is that smoke behind them? It seems as
It's like it's supposed to be like a gambling den, isn't it? But with Ludo.
I think one of them is crop dusting.
I wonder if we do captions. Oh, it's unavailable. All right.
Their songs were loved by any age.
There's going to be an action movie based on Uno. I'm up for that. I'm not up for the Gran Turismo movie. That
I
looks
am
awful.
up for the haunted house ride from
That looks
Disney.
good.
What's it called?
Haunted House.
No.
Haunted Mansion.
Yes.
In music, did they turn a page? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Literally sucking all of the joy out of the Beatles.
The Beatles gave us all their songs.
They didn't give us all their songs, turns out.
We'll sing along. Thanks for all the things you are. We'll remember Ringo Starr and George and Paul and John.
Oh, did he say Ringo? He said Ringo Starr. Hang on.